And welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. You already know what time of the year it is. It is the Olympic Games. And we are going to talk about the good, the bad, and everything in between. Um, my co-host Oscar is here. Say
Woo,
hi,
woo,
Oscar.
woo. Let the games begin. Happy 2024 Olympics, everyone.
Perfect. And um, we have podium training for both the men and the women that we are definitely going to talk about. Um, we are going to talk about the men's lineups because the men, well, for the Americans, posted their lineups. So we
Oh,
are,
really? That's news to me.
oh yes, so
Great. We'll definitely get into that.
we are definitely going to get into that. Hi, Lucius. Hi, love. Um,
I read that as licious, like delicious.
it could be licious. It could be licious. Hi, licious. Um, and we are going to talk about all of the good things that are going on over the week. I guess we're going to talk about scheduling because people still don't know what time things are going to. Because I hope y'all understand if you're going to wake up for the men's qualifications, I hope you're ready to wake up very early in the morning.
If you
Um,
live in the US, here's an idea. How about we save the
oh, he said yes,
logistics?
delicious, like
Like
delicious.
delicious.
Okay.
here's
Okay.
here's my idea. Tell me what you think about this. That we save the logistics part of the conversation until the end of the show. That way,
Okay.
hopefully, we'll have a few more viewers and people can share what information they know to fill in the
Okay.
gaps that we have.
That sounds perfect to me. Howdy, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and rolling in. I know a lot of people are watching the opening ceremonies. I'm just not that girl. That's not my bag. That's not my cup of tea. But for those who cup of tea it is, I hope you are enjoying the opening ceremony.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't watch them either, but I heard that. Okay, like this isn't from anyone I know personally or even follow, but pictures on my timeline are saying that it looked great being on the Seine with all the boats, and they're not sure. They think everyone was overreacting about it being predicting it would be a mess. Have you heard anything otherwise?
I have not heard or
I
seen
did. I do
anything.
think it was raining though, but I don't think. I think they pushed through the rain.
Like I said, the opening ceremonies, I'm just not that girl. I could give two shits. They could save all the budget for the opening ceremonies and give me an extra day of gymnastics for all I care.
So then can I share like the five things I saw from the opening ceremonies that I think were interesting?
Absolutely, absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely.
We had French uneven bars Olympic champion from 2004, Emily Le Pennec. I'm butchering her name. I'm sorry, my French is terrible. But she got to be one of the torch bearers for the Olympic torch. I think one of the last torch bearers, like for the whatever lighting the cauldron, whatever they're choosing to call it. One of them was Nadia Comaneci, and she was with Carl Lewis, who was a track and field athlete, Serena Williams and Rafael Nadal, who are both tennis players. I loved seeing Nadia there, and she had a crazy ass outfit on in the rain. Everyone should go Google it, even if you don't want to watch it. Um, I also like that. So all the different countries, from my understanding, without actually watching it, they all were on different boats, all the athletes from each country. Sorry. So for the Philippines, they had Emma, Levi, and Aaliyah were very front and center viewable from what I watched. And for the Haitian boat, Lindsey Brown was actually one of two people waving the flag, which I thought was so cute. Anything else? Oh, the French athletes, I think they went. I saw Melanie Marine and Morgaine at least. They were in the rain in ponchos on their
Yeah,
boat.
I saw a photograph of that. I didn't,
Yeah, that's very
but
much all I know.
you can't tell me Judah is the third best AA. Nisha, we're going to get there. Nisha, we're going to get there in a second.
That's a whole that's a new conversation for me.
Well, when we talk about the men, I'm so sorry if I'm touching the mic. When we talk about the men, we are going to have to talk about the lineups because the lineups.
Makayla, you
Thank
have
you,
a
Nisha.
microphone?
Oh yes, I have a microphone.
Wait, the audio quality just got so good when you moved closer to it.
Oh yeah, because I realized the microphone was way over there, so I put the microphone near my mouth.
This is like the best you've ever sounded, though, to be honest. For me, at
Yes,
least. Maybe
because I need a stand. I need a stand for the microphone to sit right next to me.
it's giving professional.
It's still
Isn't
Olympic
that.
Games.
Can't your husband hold your microphone for you?
The best I could do is leave it right here. Is that good still?
It's totally fine, but it was really the
It
best
was
you've
really
ever
good,
sounded.
like right here.
It was like ASMR, but in the best way.
I guess I'll hold it a little bit now. Once I start smoking, me holding it ain't gonna happen, but I'll hold it for right now. Um,
Someone send
so
Makayla a mic stand.
please, please. Well, I got some positive news that I guess I could share to y'all. We finally got with FEMA, and I guess um, they're sending us an amount of money that my husband and his aunt are gonna accept. So, I guess we're gonna start moving home forward with the repairs to the house.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that. I'm excited for you.
I
Finally.
know,
That's very
I know,
overdue.
I know. Me too.
I hope
Um,
that goes smoothly.
I hope that goes smoothly too. But y'all know what home repairs and renovations and stuff like that.
They
That's a
rarely
whole
do
other
go smoothly, but fingers
that's a
crossed.
whole other can of worms. But um, so do y'all want to start with the men first, or do y'all want to start with the ladies? I mean, the men are literally gonna start in a couple of hours, so we should start with the men.
I don't know. I think the women deserve to go first, but I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that.
Um,
Do you know what I mean? What have the men done to
the
deserve
first
that
com
first spot?
the first, well, the people say the men. So, well, I see one comment that says the men. I'm sorry, Twitter, that the comments. If you comment on Twitter, this I can see them. I'm not sure if it's coming up on the screen though. Let me post on Twitter and see if it'll pop up.
Oh, wait, babe. Did you do the thing?
Yeah, I gave Elon $12. It's the Olympic Games. It's the Olympic Games.
Exciting.
Oh yeah, it's popping up. Okay, so yeah, if you comment on Twitter, because I see it's like 30 people watching on Twitter. Um, so um, let's start with um. Let's start off with the men lineups if I could find it. Now, I'm using my husband's um laptop, and I don't quite even know what my password is for my Twitter account, Makayla Loves Gymnastics. So I have to get on my personal Twitter account, and my personal Twitter account is full of trans women who are my friends, which means it's full of pornography. So I have to be very careful about what I click on when I'm on my. So that's why I'm not sharing my screen yet. I've got to find what I'm looking for because the girls be
Okay.
porning. The girls
Take your
be
time.
porning. Okay. Well, I'm on their page. Okay, so that should be safe. Okay, let me share the page now. Share the screen. Yes. So, first of all,
You got it.
what do you feel about the IOU just serving the people down, child? Like,
The IOC.
yes.
I think it's insane, and I think they need to be shut down.
I mean, they own the rights to the Olympic Games, child. So, I mean,
Yeah, I guess whoever sets up, I don't know, is it a judge? Who needs to be fired? Someone who's in charge of copyright law. That shit should be free to the public.
it should be free to everybody. That's why you have people who stream it. But for the men's qualification, first of all, it starts at 5 a.m. in the morning. So
If you're
literally, in
in on the east coast of the
if you're on the East Coast, so it would be
or eastern
4 a.m. Central, 3 a.m. Mountain, and 2 a.m. over there in California on the Pacific Coast. So, and the USA men are in the first subdivision, so you would have to get up at 5 a.m. to see what is going on. Um,
For me, it works out perfectly because I have a plan to go to the beach during the day, so I'll just wake up and then catch the men, the U.S., the Chinese, the Japanese, and then
yeah,
I'll
because
unplug for the rest of the day.
they're all in that first subdivision.
China and Japan, I believe, are in the second subdivision, but it's still quite early, like 8 or 9 a.m.
Yes. So here are the lineups. Can we all see it? Can you see it?
It's so small I can't read it.
Uh, is that better?
That's better for me, but I think I have a different view than our audience does, so I'll let them voice sound off in the comments, babes. Can you make it one bigger?
Let me see. um,
Nisha
that
said
is
I can see it, and someone else said it's too small.
is that better? That doesn't seem
No, how you had it before
better.
was better.
Yeah. Um, I don't know how to make the thing zoom in. Hold on, if I
Are you on
right
a
click,
Mac?
no, no.
Well, however you were zooming just now, maybe try that just one more time.
Um, I don't even know how I did that, friend.
Okay, then I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, so
It's on the USA
okay, yeah.
Gymnastics
Thank you,
Twitter page.
thank you, thank you. Whoever said that, that's the. I'm just gonna read it off. So testing, testing. So it all starts tomorrow. Men's qualifications, 11 a.m. local, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Starting off on pommel horse. The first gentleman is going to be Paul Judah, followed by Frederick Richards, followed by Brody Malone, in and off with Steven Narajic. How do you feel about that lineup?
I feel like if Fred had, um, from the pommel horse routines I saw from Fred and Cody, um, the routines looked great, and then he he had a break right before his dismount. So I feel like for I guess it's obvious that I'm basing the lineups mostly off of podium, and at least this one. And I think if Fred had just gone through the routine and been able to manage his dismount, he would have had that spot that Brody has. But he didn't. I didn't see a clean set from him, and I did from Brody.
But he still is third up, which is they're predicting he should go up in team finals on pommel horse.
Yeah, but I think that Fred actually is better at pommel than Brody. He just looks inconsistent compared to Brody on pommel.
I 100% agree with that.
Like
The
the
next,
actual routine itself before the dismount looked really good, like great, honestly. I don't know how difficult it was because I don't know pommel horse at all, but it looks great and it looks hard.
I 100% agree. The next event is Still Rings.
Wait, so already?
Huh?
I just was figuring out in real time already. It's given that Asher Hong is not going to do the all round.
No.
Yeah, interesting. I think he would be my third all rounder for this team.
I mean, it makes sense by the teams that they picked because they're basically doing what exactly I thought they were going to do. On Still Rings, we have Paul Judah starting off, Frederick Richards going up second, Brody Malone going up third, and Asher Hong as our anchor.
So no, what's his name?
Steven, basically
That's
Asher is doing
Steven.
basically Asher is doing 5 events and Steven is doing pommel horse. That's the line.
No, I think that's so rude. Why is Paul Judah? Are they saying Paul Judah is a better all arounder, or are they just saying what are they saying then?
Yes.
Read between the lines.
Yes. I
when
mean, they
does
have,
Paul Judah beat Asher Hong with a clean competition in the all around?
but Paul Judah is slightly better than Asher is on pommel horse. They have to go with the team they selected.
Why
I know
can't
it's
Paul Judah just? They're not even going to put Paul Judah in the team final. Why does it matter?
I 1000% agree.
This is smelling like real bullshit to me already.
But what do you think about the lineup that we are talking about, which is Still Rings?
I think that makes sense because they don't even have an option. Steven couldn't convince if he wanted to. Oh, you just mean the order? Yeah, I think the order is correct. I think the order is correct. I wouldn't be upset, and I don't feel like I know enough to really feel strongly about if Brody or Fred should be flipped again. But first and fourth, I agree.
And now here is Vault, the event that saddens me the most because we've left so many talented vaulters at home. But the Vault lineup starts off with Paul Judah, followed by Brody Malone, followed by Frederick Richards. Anchoring once again is Asher Hong, who is scheduled to do 2 vaults.
I think Paul Judah is a better vaulter than Brody, but Brody has been sticking a lot of vaults recently. And they want him to get a higher score because he has more at stake in terms of what they want him to accomplish at these games.
The next event is Parallel Bars, which is starting off with Brody Malone, followed by Paul Judah. followed off by Asher Hong, anchoring office Frederick Richards.
I'm surprised didn't Brody make a parallel on his final at once.
I think these three guys are better than him on parallel bars.
I don't
Potentially.
know what Paul's
Potentially.
routine is like.
I don't either, but potentially. Moving on to
Next,
high bar, which is the scariest event of them all. You're starting off with Paul Judah. Your next up is Asher Hong. Next up is Brody Malone, and anchoring off is Frederick Richards.
one more time. Would you mind saying it one more time?
Oh, on high bar, we're starting off with Brody Malone. I'm sorry, we're starting off with Paul Judah. Then we're moving over to Asher Hong. Then we're moving over to Brody Malone, and we're ending off with Frederick Richards.
Oh, that's too Brody last.
No, they're saying that
Bars. But you guys didn't get that.
they expect Fred to place higher than Brody on bars.
You guys
But
said,
I think they expect both of them to make bars finals.
wait, sorry. Were you just reading between the lines, or someone actually said that they expect Brody and Brody?
I think Frederick has a higher start value. I think that's what it.
I'm very surprised.
I'm having a hard time hearing you, friend. It sounds like you're underwater.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's better.
I'm hanging out my window slowly. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'll be done in 1 minute.
Okay.
Are
And
you
then
surprised also that Brody isn't last or not? I mean, it really doesn't matter for shit.
I'm surprised Asher's doing high bar. That's what I'm surprised.
Who else would do it?
Yeah, I mean, somebody who they left home, Shane Whiskers. I don't know.
So, how do you feel about Paul Judah being put up with all of you? Do you feel like
I,
he
do,
could super country one of them?
I don't think he should. I honestly don't think he should be able to challenge them, but I'm not 1000% sure with the way the scores are going to be placed. But to me, the most controversial event is the way they're doing floor. They're doing floor with Paul Judah is starting up. Then it's Asher. Then it's Brody. Then it's Fred. Asher is not anchoring floor.
If I had to guess one, it would be Ashley's training doesn't look so great. You
Whatever
really
you
do
just no, I was about to say whatever you just said.
that? I said
I
my
can.
guess would be is that has to do with Ashley training poorly on the floor.
I don't think so because Asher has the highest start value on floor on this team. I do agree,
I know,
Fred.
but he looks
Fred,
really messy to me in the training.
he does. He does. Fred is also trying a new tumbler pass, pike double front somewhere. So from these lineups and these expectations, do you expect the men to qualify? How do you expect the men to qualify, and what events do you think they have a realistic shot to place men at on events?
Okay, let's do it one more time. For floor, I think Asher and Fred have the best chance, but I don't really, at least, I'm not expecting the US to have any for qualifiers for human.
I expect Fred to qualify. He qualified at Worlds last year. I expect Asher, if he doesn't hop out of bounds, to qualify too.
If we chose the same teams, what about Papa?
We can't hear you, Fred.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Um, I was saying, okay, so we chose the same two gymnasts on floor. What about Pommel?
I only think Steven has a chance to qualify. And that's him doing his full difficulty, not half his routine.
I would agree. For rings, probably just Asher.
And that's on a wing and a prayer.
I feel like you have stronger opinions than I do because you know stuff that I don't. Like, why does Asher have a worse chance of qualifying to the ladies final than Fred does to the floor final?
The ring finals, there's more ring specialists than there are floor specialists.
Oh, see, I can name more. I can name more floor specialists than rings. You have. I feel like guaranteed it's going to be Carlos Hugo, probably at least one or two Japanese, one or two Koreans. You have Arlen Dolgokia, the Olympic champion, I think. And or maybe he wasn't the Olympic champion, but you know what I'm talking about.
The people say they can't hear you still. It sounds like you're in an oil rig.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna not talk until I'm
Okay. I'm so sorry. Um, but there are so many strong men on rings. Now, please don't make me name them to you right now. But I just know in my mind, I just remember there's like a lot of people who's qualifying through. Carlos Ulos is only doing vault. What's this, Nisha?
No, that was a mistake from whatever Twitter account posted that or whatever
Oh,
lineups. He's doing the all right.
oh, don't scare me like that. My God. My
What I
God.
was saying was I can name more floor specialists than ring specialists. So I feel like you're definitely gonna have one or two Japanese. You're definitely gonna have one or two Koreans. You're gonna have Carlos Yulo from the Philippines. You're gonna have Artem Dolgokia from Israel, and probably Su Weida, who just got added to the men's Chinese team. He's a great floor specialist. And you have the British GB is really good. Jake Jarman, Luke Whitehouse, Harry Hepworth. I think all those guys could be all the US guys.
John Perry, I will add you as soon as Restream pick up your
We will add you as soon as you order Makayla a mic stand.
no, as soon as Restream I see you in the thing, but Restream just hasn't it's just saying no video feed. Right there. And then you drop that. Okay. So when John Perry gets back on, we're gonna add him to the show too. I think he just tried
Great.
it. He just tried again, but he's still saying no video feed. And finally, while we're waiting on Fran to get on, what event are we on now? Um, Vault. I mean, the only one that can qualify is Asher. He's the only one doing two vaults. Um, After vault, we go to parallel bars, which I think a bunch of them could qualify to parallel bars finals. Oscar. Hold on, everybody. Oh, my bad, Oscar. There's Oscar.
In my
Which I
shirt, like my shirt.
yeah.
Johnny, yes, I think Jake Jarman can beat all the American men on floor. I
Uh,
I I meant what I said.
John Perry. I'm trying to add you. It just keeps saying there's no video feed. Am I tripping, Oscar? Do you see what I'm seeing? It's saying no video feed, right? For him in backstage.
No, I don't see anything about John. He's just in the private chat. I don't think I
See,
have
you're
those controls that you do.
uh,
Like I can't add
you,
him or I would already.
no, it's not that you can add him, but you can see like that he's trying to get on, but it's saying that
No,
there's
I
no.
don't see that either.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Sorry. No, you're good.
Yeah, John, it's just saying no video feed. I'm gonna remove you and try it again. Try getting back on again, John.
Sorry, John, you can try again in 2028.
Yeah, it's just saying no video feed. Oh, can you try it from a different device, John? Um, okay.
Makayla,
Wow.
look what else I have. I have my ribbon. Can you see?
Oh, dope. That's extra dope. That's extra dope.
I'm getting good before I start posting videos. But stay tuned.
So for parallel bars, I think they're expecting it to be Asher and Fred to make finals. Because they put Brody up first.
We're talking about P bars.
Yes, parallel bars.
I'm just gonna double check 2022 Worlds. Who made the P bar final? Because I know an American made a P bar final. I want to say it was Asher and Brody, but Asher didn't go to 2022 Worlds. So let's see. 2022, there were no Americans in the P bar final. And then 2023, we had Asher and
Asher.
Yule. Yule placed last, and Asher placed sixth.
Okay, that's not horrible at all.
Asher scored a 14.466, and Yule scored a 13.133.
That's not horrible at all. That's not horrible at all.
Well, the podium scores were 15, 15.066, and 15.4.
Oh, maybe they had mistakes.
Definitely Yule with that 13 and a 6.8 execution.
Yul is another one who I know he did not have the best trials process, but
Yua would have been on my team if I got to pick the team.
what they're expecting from Paul Judah is what I would have brought Yul for. What they are expecting from Steven or Roger, that's what I would have brought Coy for. Now the other three people, they're dead ass right, but um
Who are the other
in
three?
high bar,
They're good. The right choice was Fred, Brody, and Ash.
Asher, you just got to take it. You either got to take a chance on Asher, or you got to take a chance on. Oh, there go John Perry. You got to take a chance on Asher, or you got to take a chance on Danelle, and it's just which chance are you more willing to take a chance on?
Oh, excuse me. I said that Asher wasn't at 2022 Worlds, and he was. Thank you, Johnny.
John
I,
Perry, hey
I had
friend.
to jump on here because Oscar's audio was janky, and I didn't want the people getting a little ratchet show today. So
You know, your audio sounds janky too compared to Makayla.
I saw her microphone. It looks good. Makayla can put it. She all in the studio now. She got a new little camera angle too.
Can you fly out to Florida to hold her mic for her?
I'm the mic stand. That's the mic that I have. Which is like it came with like a little like bevel stand, like you can put on your desk, and like you can kind of rearrange it, like one of those podcaster mics, which is kind of cool.
It came with it, but the tornado, so I don't know what happened to it.
So you just now using a mic? You wait, come on, you had a mic this whole time?
I don't have a laptop to plug it up to. I'm using my husband's laptop.
Well, you had your other laptop before the tornado, right?
That shit's raggedy as hell. It barely worked.
Oh.
Dude, Johnny Perry and John Perry know each other. They're the same person.
They're the same person. This is my alter ego any time of the day. When I'm feeling like a fruit salad, I go with a pear.
His horrible fruit salad ideas. Speaking of fruit salads, what do you think about the lineups that the American men are posting? That's what
I have looked at them, and I think they're okay, but they could have been better with Koi Young part of the team.
Definitely.
Yes,
but
Koi Young.
What the hell?
Koi Young would have rounded all this out.
I mean, I know you're trying to be sarcastic, but I'm being dead ass serious. Yes.
Oh, here's a good question though, Makayla. If Koi was on the team, who would be off of it?
I think they all will be off of it because Koi will be the only person you need on the team.
Please, I'm trying to be serious. Who would be off the team, Makayla?
Honestly, from this team, Steven.
Okay, so then does that mean that Koi would have the opportunity to do the all-arounds and qualify?
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't.
He's the NCAA champion in the all-around. Yeah.
But that doesn't. I mean, you would put up like who would you take? Like you say, Paul Judah you take Paul Judah off?
Hell, fuck. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm yelling.
No, because like you have to understand, like where are they trying to qualify? Where are they trying to qualify though?
They need another vaulter. Just look at the lineups they put up.
So you wouldn't. No, I'm saying you would not put Asher on Pommel. So then it would be Asher would be the person who would
Asher's not doing the all around now, so what's the difference?
Because he's not doing Pommel.
He wouldn't do Pommel on my team either, so there would be no difference.
No, there would be 4 people up for it. There would be 4 people up for the all around. That's what I'm saying, right? No. Only 3.
It would be Brody, Fred, and then Koi instead of Paul Judah.
Yeah, and then Paul Judah and Asher would rotate. Paul Judah would do 3 events, and Asher would do 3 events.
But Koi is a god, and he's made some of the best selling albums. Cowboy Carter was one of his best. I don't want to talk ill about Koi, I love him to death. I love him when he was in the movie Precious. He's amazing, right? But just
As
go
you
a bit.
should.
He killed it in Precious. He should have won the Oscar in that for that movie. But it was just
Exactly.
go event by event. Okay, so you put him up on pommel. You put him up on you put him up on rings. He's literally like he didn't even compete rings in um in Olympic trials. He never competed rings in Olympic trials.
He did ring.
No, he didn't. He didn't do it. He got 11, I think so, on championships for the championships, and he didn't do it for trials because he didn't need to.
Okay.
Or
Well, then,
someone told him, "Don't do it."
or
Well,
okay. I mean,
so
Corey
how do you put
competed.
him up?
Okay.
Huh?
Hello, sir. Corey doesn't necessarily have to do the all around. I'm just agreeing with you. Yes, he could do
Oh,
the all
okay.
around,
Okay,
but
thank
he
you.
doesn't
Thank
have
you.
to do
My
the
my
all around.
question was if Koi is gonna do the all around, or no.
He doesn't.
My real question is if Koi is on the team, is he
Who
gonna
does
do
all around?
high bar?
Okay, if Corey's on my team, I agree though. I agree with you, John Perry. He's not doing the all around.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Y'all
He's
be
doing
so blind for Koi, and I know he's a god amongst men. I understand that, but y'all be so blind upon
exactly.
him. Like
So Makayla, would you have a third all arounder?
I think Asher always do well in the all around at Worlds. I would give him a shot. The only event he's not doing here is Pommel Horse. It would be Fred, Brody, and Asher would be my all arounders. I would have Coy doing floor, vault, Pommel Horse, and parallel bars. I will let that's John. Get back on.
sorry,
No, it's
my
okay.
Obama phone
Wait,
is
Makayla,
janky.
I have to let you know in 2023 Worlds, Asher Hong in the all around final finished 19th.
But he did he foul a bunch of times or something like that, right?
How did he
Does it really
qualify?
matter?
How did he
But what did he
qualify?
do in 2022?
He was sixth in qualification and sixth in the final.
That's not bad.
No, it's not. You just said every time he does well at Worlds in the all around, and it's not true. Actually.
He's also a U.S. champion. Like I think his stats are inflated because he's also U.S. champion, not because of the bonus system
Oh, that was my next question I was holding on to. When did the men stop using the bonus?
this
Because
year.
they
This is
didn't
the
use it at
last
all
one.
this whole year.
Not at all this whole year.
Oh, okay, that's fascinating.
But like Colt Walker would have beat him last. Colt Walker had no bonus at all in his, and he would have placed higher than everyone of last year, but he came in fourth with the bonus system. Y'all remember that, right? Last year, 2020.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel too relevant because of the bonus.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like I'm just in terms of Asher. Asher is like he's a U.S. champion, yeah, but he's a U.S. champion because of the bonus system, not because of like he had the scores to reflect internationally. That's all what I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't understand that. Thank you.
Yeah, like had his score like his scores when they count without the bonus system, they put him 16th. They don't put him as
But John dropped out. But his scores without the bonus system still qualify him to the all around, which is something that Colton Walker did not do. So, like, you give too much credence to these, in my opinion, John. Whenever you get back on, to the American scores, because it just don't hold up when it goes internationally. Because internationally, Asher beats him.
In 2023 at Worlds in qualification, the US only put up 2 men for the all around. It was Fred and Asher.
Oh.
I just thought that would be relevant.
I'm sorry, you guys. My building's internet is shaky today.
It's
And
okay.
interestingly, they had Koi on high bar. They sat him out of floor and rings.
Why would they use him on high bar and not floor?
Want to guess what he scored on high bar?
I know it was low. I know it was low. Shoot,
Didn't he fall like twice on high bar or something
I
like
high
don't know
bar
that?
is
what happened, but it's an 11.9.
Yeah, I think he fell like twice.
strangely
And then
high
in
bar is his weakest event, and that's like always the Americans' best event.
The
but
crazy
then
thing is, because I remember
listen to
going through
this.
trials.
In 2022, the U.S. men put up 3 all-arounders in qualification: Asher, Brody, and Donnell. Donnell scratched vault, or he got a 0 on vault, right? He slipped or something.
Yes.
And then they had Colt do 5 events and Steven do 1.
Well, Colt was like the national champion in 2022.
All around?
No, I'm sorry, 2023. Yeah, no. So Colt had the highest scores, had the highest like non-bonus scores in 2022 and 2023.
He didn't medal.
Because he fell twice. He fell 3 times
No, he won
on
a
floor.
silver on
And you
parallel
know what?
bars.
And you know what? And you know what? This team that they pick is very similar to that 2022 team that flopped. When they could have picked a team that was very similar to the 2023 team that won a bronze medal.
Yeah, I think we should have Koi should have been on this team. I agree.
Annual.
Annual,
Just
and Donnell too. I think Donnell
no,
should have been on this
no,
team.
Now you're just
no.
stealing
No,
my team. Make your
Blaine
own.
Wilson. I think
Please.
Blaine Wilson should have been on this team too with Javier Lynch. Javier Lynch would have been perfect on this team. Um,
Who is
yeah,
that?
the last I think there's only like 5 men who won the Olympic medals, individual medals, and he was like of the
His
5.
name
I
is
think so.
Jair Lynch, not Javier.
Jair Lynch, yeah, Javier. I call him Javier. Yeah, but that's crazy. There's
Yeah,
only been like
that's
five
true.
men.
I think
There's
that
only been like
the
5 men who won individual medals.
wait,
I think
what's
Everybody's
so.
this
like
guy's name?
Six. He's 96. He came up in 96. Because when
His
Jair,
name
I
is
remember when I was
John
a little
Lynch.
kid,
Jair
Jair,
Lynch. I did a video
Jair.
about him.
He was the only one who won an individual. He was the only man who won a medal in '96, right?
Yes.
What about in 2008? Didn't they win a pommel horse medal?
No, they won a high bar medal with Jonathan Horton.
I
No, they
thought
want
that
to
the
pump.
Russian guy won a pommel horse medal that you're obsessed with.
No, I don't. He did. He only came for pommel.
Oh, he didn't medal?
No, he literally did one routine out the whole Olympics, I believe so. One routine. And that was the last routine for the men's in team final.
Yes, he
I'm not sure
placed
if he went up
7th
in
in the
qualify.
final. Alexander Artemov.
I think he won the medal the next year at World.
He won one in 2006. He won a bronze medal.
It is really crazy though when I think of like there's less than 10 people since '96 or since '84. There's less than 10 men who have won individual Olympic medals.
Whoa, did you guys know that this guy, Sasha Artemev, he was apparently the first male gymnast, male or female, to land a triple twisting Yurchenko in competition in 2006?
Why isn't that's crazy? Why isn't that named for him? Is
It must
he didn't do it
I think
internationally?
he did it at this was
National.
2007 national, sorry. He wasn't even on the team. He was an alternate, and then Morgan Hamm got injured.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, because it was both of the Homs got injured in 2008, right? Because they had both made the team or something like that.
Yes, because Raj took Paul's place, and I think Sasha
And
took
then
Morgan.
yeah, I remember that.
Didn't Paul have like a finger injury or something like that?
I think they were just over it. Honestly.
I watched this interview with Paul Hamm from around 2008, and he was like, it seemed like he was training through a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it might be something like mentally taxing to be like, for the last quad, you have been yelled at that your medal doesn't belong to you. You know.
Speaking of your Chinko triple twist, as Johnny says, we can move on to the meats and potatoes. The meats and potatoes. But before we get to the your Chinko triple twist, that's never gonna happen.
I think we need to talk about the bios on bars.
That's where we're going to. Yeah, I just got to.
That video of Simone doing it, like, oh my god, I've never seen her pirouette so quickly.
Why is she submitting this? Like, why? I mean, why do you think that she does she intend to actually do it, or do you think it's like one of those things that she wanted, like the this Weiler one with the Weiler full that she was always submitting?
No,
I think
well, I think
she'll
because
do it in qualification.
I think the Weiler full was a mistake, but this doesn't seem like a mistake. This seems like something she's actually training.
Doing?
And I know she's been trying to get something named after herself on bars for a while, but Georgia Godwin beat her to the Wilder Kip full. So Mama
If
just
you
said,
watching this video though, I do not think she's even trying to stop at the half turn. She's totally going for at least a full turn, if not the one and a
Oh
half.
yeah, so you're saying this one is intentional as opposed to like the Weiler full was not intentional?
yeah,
It looks very intentional to me.
it looks like
So
she's
then
going to connect that out of
it's her
just
first. It
doing
would
the
be her
long.
first. It would be her first move. Like she has the Weiler half instead of doing the Weiler half. She do the Weiler 1.5,
I
right?
think maybe she's upgraded her bars a tenth or two because she's really is scared of repeat, and she saw all them upgrades, and she said, "Baby, I got a couple up my sleeve too, honey."
It's interesting too because like I don't if it's I why wouldn't Simone have has played this out? Why hasn't she been working with it since this whole year? Why at the Olympics is the first time that you think that she would be like, oh, let me pull this out?
For a surprise, just like Rebecca's doing.
Maybe she was seeing how much difficulty Ruby was going to do here, and she
Huh?
saw it and said, "Oh, I do need to add a couple of things."
There's
I mean,
so
it's not
many
some.
ideas. Maybe she wasn't confident in it, and now she's like, she didn't want to
Very
release
true.
it early to then not do it and like disappoint people.
Exactly. Maybe it wasn't like
Do you
ready
think?
until now.
Do you think she actually? I mean, like I'm just as a competitive mode. Like I'm not trying to manage the. If I'm not trying to manage the audience, I'm literally just trying to get my scores. You know, if I'm here, and I think that's the mindset that she's in. Like the suggestions that you guys have been making is that like she's doing it because she as a surprise or like I don't really care about surprises. I don't really care about when I'm in the competitive mode. You know, and it doesn't seem like that's the reason. Really,
I
if
just
I'm
think
looking.
that's like silly to pretend like any of us are in her head. Yeah.
No, that's why where I'm asking the questions of like why doesn't she like if it was really an intentional upgrade that because we've seen all other Simone's upgrades before. This is the first time we've seen something like this.
No, no, it
It's not
hasn't.
true.
That's not true at
We've
all.
seen every time going up to a Worlds or Olympics, Simone has not debuted at the Worlds or Olympics or even hinted at a debut at the Worlds or Olympics a new skill.
Were you not around when she debuted the Bows One Vault that she just threw at the Worlds?
No, that's not true, Makayla. She did it at World Trials.
But it was a surprise. It's like nobody knew she was even training that skill, and she just did it.
Well,
No,
she
we
did
didn't.
it. She did it in podium training. She did it at the World Trials.
What I'm
I
saying
was
is,
thinking more like 2014 when she actually did the Weiler full, except she didn't submit it.
But that was
no.
an accident in it, though.
What I'm saying is, in 2018, nobody knew she was doing it like this skill. Nobody had any clue she was even training this. Like she just, hey guys.
Until a month before Worlds.
But even before, even till the day she did it, even until trials, nobody knew that was the vault she was going to do. Everybody just assumed she was going to do a chung like always.
That's true,
but
but
like
she was fully training in all the podium trainings in the halls.
we've known about Reeby's
I mean, she's
triple
clearly
twisting.
training this in the halls here too. I mean, we're just finding out about it, but
No, we haven't
Clearly,
seen one. Oh, you mean this Weiler skill, not the
yeah.
triple twisting Yurchenko.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying this. She's clearly been training it. We are just now finding out about it, but it's not new.
I don't. But if you're, I don't. It's just weird because like if you're clearly training something, not even in podium training, that you put it up for, like you're just gonna show, you're just gonna do it in the first time in competition mode for the first
Maybe
time
she
at the
because
Olymp.
look, okay, I
They're
hear what you're saying, and what you're
yeah.
saying makes sense, but
Yeah.
look at the reality of the situation. She literally went to podium training and the very next day submitted the skill. So she clearly did not want us to see it until the competition.
I didn't watch. I watched the U.S. women's podium training for floor, vault, and beam, but I haven't seen bars. You're sure she didn't do it?
No,
I'm
she didn't do it. I don't think it's like I don't think it's a like strategic or anything like that. She was like, "Oh, I can do this. Let's try it." You know, I think that's what it happened. It's not like a strategic like, and I think if she does do it, she's not going to do it until a bars final.
What if she doesn't make the bars final? Then when is she gonna do it?
I don't think she's going to do it any other time.
See, I think she's gonna do it in qualification so that she
She can
ensures
make the
that she
she
can
can be
get
sure
a name.
to. Oh, okay. She'll be sure to get it in.
I think she would rather. I'm just guessing. Obviously, I don't know anything that you know,
Yeah.
but I'm just guessing that she would rather. She's prioritizing getting this skill named than making the bars final.
I
Yeah, I get what
agree.
you're saying. Yeah. Because my logic was like she's not gonna win medal in the bars final, so might as well pull something out, you know.
Johnny, that's
And
all I was saying. All I was saying is the first time she showed it was at the World Trials,
And
bro.
that's what I was saying too. And you were arguing against.
no, but what I'm saying that's different from this situation because, or at least Oscar, I believe I and Oscar were saying, is that we literally have not seen this in competition at all. She hasn't trained it in podium. At least with the Bows one, we knew she was training it. We saw clips before it. We hadn't
Oh,
seen her do it until
what
podium training at Worlds.
and see, y'all are just talking about the time she did it at Worlds. What I'm saying is, even at the Olympic trials, even at podium training for the Olympic trials, she never did the Biles one. She only just did it in competition. And I'm saying it's not unprecedented for Simone to just throw a skill in competition.
She did it at
No,
podium training
it's not.
for a
That's
trench.
not how I understood what you were saying before. To be honest.
She did a podium training for world trials,
Johnny
right?
Oh,
understood it
John,
though,
you. I think.
Oscar.
Wait, what'd you say?
Johnny understood exactly what I was saying though, Frank.
I don't think Johnny's not co-signing. Johnny was making his own point.
Johnny is co-signing.
Okay. Well, we saw it at podium training for world trials.
Yeah, I don't know what Johnny is trying to say because like we all agree that we saw her do it at trials for the first time.
What Johnny is saying is Johnny. I think Johnny is agreeing with me, is saying that it was a surprise that we saw it with the first time that we saw it. It was a surprise, and that's what I'm saying with this skill. The
Yeah, I
first time that we,
agreed. I didn't understand that that's what you were saying, but
yes,
it's totally true that Simone has made. There's precedent for Simone to throw skills that she didn't say she was going to do in her routines in competition, and I don't think that's what Johnny is saying at all. Johnny's so rude. Can we like silence him for an hour?
This is what I was talking about, that fruit salad, Makayla. They sometimes you get in there, you get in that bag, and you pluck out a bad pear. You gotta go back in and get that pear a little
Definitely.
time to calm down. I love Johnny
Johnny is
though.
giving mushy peach right now.
Y'all don't know Johnny is my alt. That's where I be putting in my when I want to throw shade. I go to my Johnny Bear. I'm on two devices at one time. That's why I keep getting kicked off.
I mean, I would believe it.
Oh damn!
thank you
You're
for the
like you are
100
that type
people
of
on
girl. You are
Twitter
that type of girl. I think you could
who's
do that.
listening
Yeah,
to
you're
us
right.
right now, and thank you for the 10 people on YouTube who's watching. YouTube, catch up with Twitter, girl. Why is there 100 people watching us on Twitter and only 2 girls
You're the one that where you were stealing the video from podium training of the women's gymnastics from NBC and
I don't know
FIG
what
got a
you're
lot of
talking
views.
about. I don't know what
That
you're
got a
talking
lot of
about.
views.
I don't know what you talk about.
There were
A
people in the chat
nasty.
from all over the world. I remember watching it. I was there that day. I saw it.
My general
Officer, it was
understanding is that
her. It
there
was her,
are
officer.
my general understanding is that there are more robots on Twitter than YouTube.
Yeah, I think YouTube. I think Twitter. You literally, if you just scroll past it, they count it as someone viewing it.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
We love our robot fans. Thank you all.
Robot fans. Thank you. Thank you.
But
Money, thanks.
maybe I should get a Discord server. Nah, that's too much work.
Robot.
Did anyone hear that Henrietta Onodi, a Hungarian Olympic champion, she suffered a heart attack, and her family's currently trying to gather funds to pay for her medical expenses, and there's a GoFundMe set
Oh
up.
no.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow.
It's on my Twitter page,
What's
which
that?
is Catfish Crenshaw. So please check that out for more details, more information, and if you are interested in donating.
I'm so
Also,
sorry.
hi Dessa. Also, just wanted to shout out to the Russian Cup, which starts tomorrow.
The Russian Cup is basically their answer to
the Olympics.
But not actually. Their faux Olympics is going to take place at the end of summer, so that they can give higher scores than what was given at the Olympics.
Are you serious? They're really gonna so Victoria's gonna get like a higher. She's gonna get a higher. She's gonna get 62 all around.
Whatever Simone and Reeve got, she got higher.
That's crazy. Are there verbatim judges in Russia though? I mean, no, like
That's
FIG verbatim.
I don't know. They probably all got kicked out.
Them people don't want to. Them people don't give 2 fucks about all of that.
They don't care.
Would you guys rather see Victoria Listunova or Angelina Melnikova be 6-time Olympic champion?
6-time Olympic champion?
Yes, it is. All the at these games.
Oh, you mean at their? Why do you call them Olympic champion though?
Because that's what they're calling it.
Where's the 6th medal coming? They need a team medal. Who are they competing against?
There will be a.
The Belarus will be there, and I think maybe
there's
South
really
Korea.
A team medal.
It's their fake Olympics. Speaking of team medals, look at the screen. What do y'all think about this? I'm very scared for this.
Whose double pike is that? Oh, it's Reeve's full in. Reeve's full in.
Yes.
I know that the full in is difficult. What is it? Is it a F?
It is a G.
Is it G?
Yes.
But the thing is, like, we've been seeing full ends for the last 40 years, have we not?
That doesn't mean it's not hard.
Oh, it literally just seems like I was like, because I've seen little girls do these skills, and so it just really feels like the hype over full in. It's just like, okay, like didn't Gabby have a full in too?
No. Off a beam? No.
Yeah, I thought she did. And Dominique Dawes was pushing 28.
John, tell me how many full-ins we've seen at these Olympics at 2020, 2016. You can count them.
No, I don't know how many full-ins 2020, 2016, but I know in 96 and 96 and 2000, they were all over the place. It was like the complete dismount.
Not 2000s. Not 2000.
But in 96, they did so much less work on the beam itself that they had energy for those full-in dismounts.
That's a...
I am 10 years old. That's why I'm 16. Actually, I'm 26. Actually, I'm glad I sound young. Dessa coming.
Which competitions do we think Reeve would throw the full in off of beam?
Everyone.
Yeah, I think every time she's on that beam.
I don't think she would do it in the team final.
I think that's just her dismount now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like she's.
No,
It doesn't look like
she
it's
wore
scary.
multiple double pikes.
It doesn't look
Oh,
like it's scary though for her. I don't understand why she wouldn't be doing it.
It looks scary to me.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a thought that I haven't seen anyone talking about. Doesn't mean people aren't thinking about it or the conversations aren't happening out of sight for me. How are people going to feel when if Rebecca, I hope this doesn't happen, if Rebecca throws all of her upgrades, but sadly she falls on one of her new upgrades?
I mean, isn't that kind of like what she does?
Go for it.
No, when was the last time Rebecca fell in an all-around final?
Yeah, I don't think she's Rebecca. I don't know when the last time Rebecca has fallen. Actually,
Well, she falls in event finals all the time.
when did I
What do
see
we
her?
think of this?
I just feel like it's gonna be such mixed emotions.
This
Like,
whipped through to
if she
So,
does
Oscar-
like all of her difficulty, but she falls on like her full in dismount, like that will just be like, was that the right choice?
Oscar. I hear that point. But this, remember we were talking about why she do a whip through to a syllabus?
No, I don't remember. I remember talking about why is she doing the whip in front of the Chuso instead of the double.
Oh,
layout.
sorry, choosing. My apologies. Because it's they said that it's worth this. That combination is worth the same as the bows too.
Yes, it's worth a J.
That's probably why she's doing it to compete against the bows too.
No, but
But she would get
it's the same exact points if she does it later. It's just the value of the skill.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. There would still be a combination. Can you do a whip through to a full in, and then do a whip through to a double layout? Can you still get the
No.
same connection?
No,
No.
you can only use it once in a routine.
So you can only
You
use a
used
whip
to.
once?
You can only use it once to count connection value.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Unless you're doing it in a combination where it's two whips, and then that's a whole different other can of worms.
So you can do two whips and through to a to something else?
Yeah, people
Yeah,
do it.
One of the
So why
Italian gymnasts do
Do the whip?
Oh, Sean used to do it, whip into her triple twist. Alice D'Amato was throwing some whips into stuff. It used to be much more common, I would say.
Yeah, it definitely. I mean, because people were doing whips all the way. Like I said, in '96, people were doing. Dominique Dawson was whipping all over the place.
I think that
Yeah, it's
everybody's
not new.
always done a whip. I think they've always done whip that. It's
Which
just,
of you, or can you both answer, like independently, how you feel genuinely, like one at a time? Do you want Rebecca to throw all of her difficulty in the all-around final?
Ladies first.
in the all-around finals?
Every single
I
thing
think
we've
she
seen,
tried-
the triple twist,
If she
the
wants
breach
to,
nova.
the thing is, if she wants to really catch Simone, she's gonna have to.
So she should, you think?
Yeah. If she wants to catch Simone, if that's the ultimate goal, is not just winning the medal, but to beat Simone, yeah.
I want her to have a successful Olympics and I want her to feel like she's put everything on the table. So
That's
if that
a great
means like,
answer. I think I feel the same way.
yeah, I don't want her to feel like, because even if she's done all her upgrades and even if she falls on whatever something like that, she knows like, look, I gave everything I could, and like,
Right.
and she doesn't feel defeated for it, no matter where her placement is. So I say go for it, as opposed to like, just being safe and getting silver and then realizing like Simone has a fall somewhere, and then she's like, man, I really could have beat her this time,
Can we pause the Simone and Ruby conversations for 1 second and talk about the battle that I really want to see, which I think is going to be Sunisa Lee versus Kalia Nemore.
Oh my
We-
gosh,
For the Bronx.
you finally! I've been excited about this for months.
Sunisa
I
Lee
didn't get
needs
any
to be
reaction out of you.
she needs to beat Jordan Childs first, and I'm scared about
That's,
that.
woo!
I'm scared about
That's
Sunisa
the
Lee
thing.
can clear Jordan Childs.
I don't know about that.
It's
I don't
Suni
know
Lee
about
versus
that.
herself.
I don't know about. I
No, I
don't.
know you're a Sunni hater. That's just how I feel.
Oh
Oh, no,
no.
I'm not suiting here. I want her to be on that podium,
No,
but
I
I'm just
wasn't
like being
talking to
realistic.
you.
Oh, but the thing is, like, I think, but I hear what you're saying, Oscar. It's not about Suni needs to be herself. She needs to put her best self forward. You know,
Oh yeah, if she hits, Jordan can't touch her.
correct? Yeah, you're right. That's all it needs to be. Like, it's not. She's not competing against Jordan. She competing against herself. Like, put her best forward. But if Suni is at her best, can she beat Kalia? That's what we're. I think that's what Oscar is kind of
Well, this is news to me. I was searching high and low, couldn't
for
find
the
any
double check.
video, but
You double
finally
check.
I did find the FIG's tweet that said she was putting DTYs to her feet. I thought she was like crashing everyone.
Where did you find the FIG? What tweet is that?
The FIG
When was it?
yesterday when she was in
Oh, okay.
podium training. So if she puts this DTY to her feet, it's gonna be. I think for Kalia, I think it all depends on her DTY and her back handspring 2 foot layout series on beam. If she gets through those two things, I think she's in the clear.
So her DTYs and so let's say basically Suni and Kalia are even on vault. Then when it comes to bars, Kalia is like has a point 0.5 or point 0.4 advantage over Suni, right now.
More than that, if you go by D score, Suni's maxing at a 6.6 and Kaylee is attempting a 7.4 and
My fucking god.
with a 7.2. So that's 6 to 8 tenths. Is that right? No, yeah, that is 6 to 8 tenths.
Okay. But it's okay. But like, just realistically, what do you think their scores are going to be? How far apart do you think they're going to be?
Oscar, what's your damn Twitter page?
Called Catfish Crenshaw.
I thought I was doing it. Catfish. How do you spell it? Is
Makayla, what tweet are you looking for?
I'm looking for stuff. KEKIE.
KREN. Sorry. But which tweet are you looking for?
Yay, there it goes. I'm just looking for different clips to post.
Oh my god, Makayla's on a laptop. It just feels so different.
I know, right? I know, right?
She shared her screen.
Oh, there's Nadia's outfit. Can you show everyone Nadia's outfit and Henrietta's GoFundMe?
Nadia's in Nadia's in the Olympics.
Oh, that's Serena Williams.
She was the final torchbearer, the four of them.
I thought that was RuPaul.
Serena's been doing some weird things with her look. But why were they in the Paris Olympics though, in France, like the final torchbearer in France?
I had the same question. I have no idea.
Isn't that where the Olympics is at?
No, it was usually like national. Like when
girls are French.
Yeah.
Oh.
When it comes to like who lit the torch?
I'm so happy for Lindsey Brown. Those four did, I think. Nadal, Serena, Komenich, and Carl Lewis.
That's
like none of them are even like there's 3/4 of them not even European.
No, half of them are European.
The Komenich, I guess.
You guess what?
She's an American, literally American.
I don't know about her citizenship now, but she was born in Romania. She won a gold medal for Romania.
And when she was like 16, and she is now currently like 60 and has been living in America for the last 40 years or so.
This is silly. Go argue with the wall. Like.
Oh!
Look at that vault. That vault is just everything.
That vault is so beautiful.
Has not came to collect me yet.
I remember when me and Makayla were watching this live, I was like, Makayla! And she was like, I don't see it.
Oh my god, that is just like
And it
I
was her
mean,
first one, right? From podium.
Yeah, it was her first one on podium.
and I think one was better. She just over rotated it.
The other one was this one. The other one was higher, but this one like maybe she needs to go low and wide. You know?
This is her best landing for sure.
Yeah. But the other one was higher and like kind of more dynamic. But this one, which is
Mm-hmm.
like, it's just so crazy. Like, watching it, you can watch it on repeat. It's like that. This vault right here and Makayla Maroney's team final vault are just like one of those things. You're like, damn.
I think on this vault, I would take a 10th for her knee bend, a 10th for her flex toes, and a 10th for the hop in place.
I don't think she like the thing is like the flex toes because she's always had flex toes on this vault. I don't think they take it from that hers though.
Why would they not take it?
I just think they think the difficulty of the vault is not so that.
That's just not how the rules are written, though.
I understand that, but she's receiving like 9-6 on this vault, so and she's always stepping, so I never seen her stick it like this.
Sorry. Yeah, I definitely see bent knees too, Nisha. I just slowed it down a lot, and I was like, oh, maybe they've gotten more bent than they were.
Just ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Ever so slightly. The second
Also,
vault
her
was
chung, seeing her chung after Rebecca's, I was like, where was the block? Like, did she miss the block?
Yeah, it's not.
Do you guys think because of Simone submitting the Weiler 1.5 that this is her last Olympics? I've heard that discussion all over the place.
I think it probably feels like her last to her now, but it's too soon to say.
Yeah, what I would say for that is I think she's saying that this is her last 100%. I'm going for the Olympics. Like, if it happens again, it just happens. But
yeah, but she wasn't expecting to go for this Olympics, though.
Exactly. That's why it's too soon to tell.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised we haven't seen any type of comparison footage where they have Rebecca Chung and Simone's Chung like laid over it, you know? And you get to see who goes higher.
On Gymnastics, they're saying it's coming.
Good, because I'm so certain Rebecca's like a foot higher than her.
They said that they have that type of camera on the events, but I'm not quite sure they're going to compare.
What I'm not sure about is who goes higher on between Simone's Almanar or double pike or Rebecca's Chung.
Simone's double pipe.
Probably, I would guess.
Simone has, in my opinion, the best your cheat code
block. Yeah, she has the best block. But the way that lag or that height
was just like making a big fuss out of. Everyone was like, Suni's done. She's not making any finals because of she missed her balance beam mount twice. And then I finally go to watch the training, and this is the first one she does, and it's flawless.
But she did.
I mean, but did you see the rest of them though?
Yeah, I did, but I'm like, she made it on her first try.
You can turn off the sound. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm shouting. I don't mean to. I'm just trying. You guys are loud in my ear.
No. They were saying something about the lights too. That the lights maybe have an effect of everyone in the gym.
Yeah, I think Gymnastics said that. That like Suni's coach said the lights were throwing her off on that skill specifically.
Yeah, and I can see why. You know, when you're trying to like land onto a 4-inch plywood from the floor.
Here's a fun quick game, event by event. Who in general has the better technique? Simone versus Rebecca.
Oh, that's hard.
Okay, so for
for me, it's not event by event. It's actually skill by skill. So
yeah, skill by skill. Yeah, depends on which vault we're talking about. I think Rebecca has a better skill, has a better technique on chunks.
I feel like on vault it's very obvious and everyone mostly agrees. But I mean like on bars, beam, and floor, if you had to just go based off of the whole routine, who has better technique? Or I guess you could break it down into like dance versus acro. if you really wanted to.
I think clearly on floor that Simone is better technique. She's able to do more difficult things. I wonder, has Ruby like trained like something like it's a Bios too or something like that?
I think
No.
we've seen a video of her doing it into a pit.
I think on bars, I think Ruby has a better technique, and like you can just tell by execution, right? Scores.
I think on bars, Ruby is better. I think on vault, um, Simone is better. Actually, I think Ruby has her on chunks, but everything else Simone has her on.
I agree.
But I think the chung in itself, because we're so intricate, and you can tell who has a better technique, vaulting in general.
All right,
I don't think it works that way.
Okay.
because I don't think Ruby could get a Yurchenko double pike around.
But and that's not because of the technique and her vaulting. I just think that's her power. I guess
No,
which
I
is I
think
guess
it's
would be the
both.
same
I
thing.
think it's both.
Yeah, it would be the same. Yeah,
No, I don't think
because
it's the same thing, but I think both are relevant.
when you look at the Yurchenko vault, when you look at the Yurchenko blocks, they're very similar.
Yeah, I think Simone is better. She has less, like if you look at Rebecca, her body is just less straight than Simone is on her block and on the table. She is taller, so that might have something to do with it. It might be harder to be that straight, and
Yeah.
Simone also was even straighter than she is now in 2016. Like I think that's Simone's best form on ball.
Speaking of 2016, who would have 2016 Simone or rebeats today? Who would have won
Which event or which skill?
all around?
Simone.
Because I was reading a tweet that says Rebeat today is better than 2016's Simone when she was considered
I
the
saw
greatest.
that.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
The Brazilian gymnastics fans need to stop.
I think people are really
I-
like a lot of people are telling like half truths on Twitter, like giving you half the facts and then like not including the other half that actually is just as relevant.
I mean, what is she? I think she might be on the same level as Simone 2016. Just
I
in
don't
terms
think
of
so.
like these.
But I think a more interesting question is for me is who would have had a more difficult all-around program based off of that code.
Part B to that is I don't think 2016 was the best that we've ever saw from Simone. Simone in 2020.
No, I think Simone today is the best we've seen Simone. Yeah, obviously.
But I think Simone's her chung and I think all of Simone's vaults except for her double pike were better in 2016. Obviously, for all we know, her double pike was great in 2016, but we never saw it.
She never trained it in 2016.
I think she did with Amy Borman.
Amy said that Amy said that she's taught Simone everything except for the double pike.
Oh, okay. Well, I definitely remember a video of Simone doing a double tuck into a pit when she was training with Amy. So they were definitely playing around with it, I think.
Because she said Simone has at least according to Amy, Simone has had all her skills since she's been with her, but since she's been like 9 or something like that.
Can
she's
you
been doing
imagine
this.
Amy spotting her on the double pike?
Yeah. But it is crazy to know that like she's had these skills since like 13. She's been doing like all these skills for the last like 10 years, which is 14 years.
I know. It must be old by now.
No, it must be like if people who've done a job for 14 years, like it's perfection, like As opposed to you have
Simone's
these girls like
program
Haley who's been doing it for like 3 years. You're just like, come on, like no.
was the Chung only worth a 6'3" in 2016? That could be true.
No, six
I thought it was a
four.
6'4".
It was a 6'4".
6'0" bars, 6'8" beam, 6'9" floor. Okay, what would Rebecca's routine start from in 2013?
Mm, I
Vera
mean,
Van
Rebecca was.
Poel from the Netherlands is out injured, and Tisha Voleman, a two-time Olympic alternate, is put into the team for her first Olympics.
Congrats to her. That's awesome. Keep going at it.
I know I'm very excited that she gets the opportunity, but obviously sad for Vera Van Poel.
I mean, I'll live for Tisha, but she has absolutely created the worst turn ever in gymnastics.
What is it? Is it the one with your leg free?
It's the one where your leg up and you're holding it bent and you have the other arm. Well, let me isolate it.
At least it's not really popular.
I think they devalued it. That's why.
I love Tisha for so many reasons. I think she's a fan favorite, I would say.
I think she is.
Any other injuries that we've heard about? Oh, Hungary. We got to talk about Hungary.
Oh, Sophia Kovac.
It started with Kovacs being out, and now our teammate, I think it's Senge Bakse, she's out too, and the drama continues. They have Zoya, the girl who was robbed of the Olympic spot not once, but twice. She finally was called in with less than like 24 hours before the qualification.
Was she able to do it? Were they able to do that? That's awesome. Congrats.
The last I heard, she was on her way from Hungary to France.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for her. My God. That girl has been through a lot.
I'm happy for her too, but she gave this interview where she's like, she's obviously happy, but she's like, what the fuck? Like, this was just like so stupid the way this went. Obviously,
It was. Because are you kidding me? She was probably on her couch eating Doritos. I mean Doritos.
She said that on Monday was the last day that she's done a routine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Being left for France, they said, you don't need to do routines anymore. Like, you're not going to be a replacement.
That is crazy, though.
I think multiple people owe her apologies.
So many people. I think the whole world owes her apology right now. Like she should get like an Olympic berth to a final just cause. You know?
I don't even want it. The whole story is so crazy. So I'm not saying this is the craziest part, but it's just so wild that she wasn't even called in to compete after Zofia went down. It was after the second Hungarian of 3 went down.
I think the first one she couldn't because it was a nominative spot or something like that. I think that's what they were saying.
Oh, that would make sense, but it's still just like, it shows how stupid the rules are.
Like I think the last one they could because that's the one that Hungary named by itself, and so that's what was happening.
Honestly, I think Makayla and Suni are gonna score right around each other on floor. So it really comes down to beam, but mostly bars and beam. And I think it's the same for Teotilan.
Nah, I think with Kui, she has to score. Her ball is bad. Her floor is, it's not bad, but.
Cool. Are you talking about Teo?
Yeah.
Teo does not have a bad floor. She scores 13 5s, 13 6s.
I think it's going to be like the 13-0 at this Olympic game.
I disagree.
I love how you guys totally abandoned the men's competition. You
We
You guys were
talked
going
about
halfway through it. We were at
we,
high. No, we had rings or something like that.
we talked about it.
No,
No,
I think
you
we
abandoned
went
it. You
through
guys
all of the
totally
lineup
abandoned
song.
I
What
came
more
on the
was there
line.
to do?
We
No,
didn't
we
talk about
very
any
much
of the
went
lineup.
through all of
We
them.
went through half the events.
No, John, you must. We talked about every single event.
We talked
Isn't that
about
right?
who? We talked. I think the last. No, I don't think we talked about vault. We didn't talk about. We talked.
Yeah,
Last thing we
all
talked about was parallel bars.
no, we definitely did. We talked about all of them.
Vault was easy.
Okay.
The only one who was doing two vaults is Asher. And then high bar is easy because it's going to be Fred and Brody. I mean,
But I didn't hear. I don't remember Oscar's response to like what do we think the realistic U.S. chance of making the podium.
oh, yes, we didn't do that part. You're right.
I think that's where I missed out.
Oscar, what do you think the USA chances of being realistically on the podium is?
For who? The men or the women?
For the men, clearly the women are going to win.
Never say never.
That's true. Oh, Corey
I
Laurier will be a
think
good account.
I think that the men. I said this yesterday actually, and I feel the same way now. That the men don't. They need other people to make mistakes, and with
Yeah.
the 2023 World Team, or just a different team, a configuration, they could have won the bronze outright, and now they have to pray, or it's all hinges on other teams' mistakes.
Can I ask this question though? Follow up question. With the 2023 Worlds team, they would have potential score a lower score than the highest potential scoring for this team. So why do you think that they would have won outright?
Because
The
I don't
bronze
think this
outright.
team is ever gonna get their potential.
And that's why Mary had a little lamb.
Why do you think that? And why do you think that the 2023 would have
Two
gotten
reasons: the scores were inflated and made up,
okay?
and these guys are pretty inconsistent.
Okay, so it's not so it's not the scores and it's the consistency.
No, I just said it was two things. It was both of them.
So the scores are inflated. Is what you're saying, right?
Yes, they're very much made up.
Okay, so then if the scores for this team are made up, then why were the scores for the 2023 team, which
Because
were
it's not the
also at
Olympic trials.
which were also at Olympic trials, were they not made up as well?
Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah.
Were they not made up as well? It's not
Yeah.
about what they scored at trials.
Okay, but if what I
But
what I'm saying, like the same group of guys were scored by the same group of guys were scored by the same judges. So if the 2020 if this team right here is inflated, then that same group of guys who went to 2023 team, those group of guys also scored by the US judges would have also been inflated, no?
at trials or at 2023 World Trials?
At trials. I'm talking about at trials and the same micro
Why does the 2023 team's scores at Olympic trials have no relevance for me in this conversation?
okay. But the thing is, like, if they were going to be the best scoring team, right?
According
Then
to the
they're
made-up scores?
then they would have also
Fight
had
this
high
fight.
scores in the made up scores. Is what I'm saying.
Fight this fight,
No.
Oscar. Fight
No,
this.
I think that
I
you're
really hold on, you
conflating
guys.
the
No,
scoring at Olympic trials and
no, I'm not.
2023
Please,
World
please, just
Trials.
once. Just can you just try to understand here with me? It's a little bit frustrating.
I'm trying to let
Okay,
you speak.
okay. I'm saying like everyone is scored at Olympic trials. I'm only talking about Olympic trials, right? Everyone is scored by the same panel, right, or the same crop of judges. So that means if one group of people are inflated, then that would also mean that another group of people are inflated. Would you agree with that? Would you agree with that, Oscar?
You saying yes? I said yes. I would understand that.
Okay.
And I think
Okay.
that you've already tried to explain that.
Can I say
I don't feel
something?
like you might have listened. I don't feel like you might have heard it, so that's why I'm like, trying to
Oh, that's
explain
how it
it.
feels. I'm sorry, but I was listening to you.
Okay. So
Yes, Makayla,
therefore,
say something.
I fundamentally disagree with that argument that yes, one group of people can be inflated and another group of people can be deflated. They're human beings. They can give out whatever scores they want to.
Very,
To
that is true because I think about like Kayla Ticello.
to whomever they want to.
okay. So now what you're saying is that that was your first point. It was the scores are inflated, so you wanted to object it to the scores, but you're also objecting to the consistency of this team, correct? As opposed to the
That's what I
2023 team.
said. I haven't given it much thought, but that's what came out of my
Okay.
mouth. Yeah.
But the consistency of the 2023 team was not on full display at U.S. Championships or U.S. trials. So if out of four meets, which I'm talking about 2 days of Olympic Championships and 2 days of trials, that consistency of the 2023 team was not there. How do you say that they're consistent, but this team is not consistent?
I think what you misunderstood, I just got it, and tell me if I'm wrong, is that when I was saying that the 2023 Worlds team would be able to outright win this bronze medal, I was talking
Yes.
about them at 2023 Worlds.
Okay. 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 I think yeah, okay. That's I damn. I am. I thought you were talking about like if that 2023 World team was here at the Olympics, that they would outright
We can
win the
talk about
Olympics.
that. That's just not what I was talking about. That's
I
not what
thought
I was
that's
thinking
what I heard.
about.
That's what I heard. That's what I thought you were saying, which was incorrect. You're saying that's not what you were saying. That's what I thought
That's
you said.
not what I meant. I haven't given it much thought. You know, what do you think? Do you think the 2023 team in 2024 at Olympic trials, it's the same thing? Not really. I mean, they weren't as consistent. You're right about that. So I'd have to think about it. Do you have an opinion, Makayla?
I would say that the 2023 team going into the 2024 season, even though the 2023 team weren't as consistent as the people who made this team,
Yeah.
internationally scoring wise, had more potential.
I can hear that. I can see that. So basically, what you guys are saying is like the 2024 team, this team right here is new, and we don't even know what they're going to score internationally, you know? And this, we haven't seen this team or people on this team internationally in a while. So we don't know what they're going to score international. So therefore, you would give more credence to the people who recently scored in the international, who recently have scores for internationals. I can see that. But the consistency thing is kind of weird because, like, if the 2023 team was consistent, they would have made up the 2024 team, you know?
No. I
Like
think
I
that's
give
true.
you an example who
But
I think
I
was
was
consistent
solely
at
in
trials, but did not get the scores that like Paul Judah got, which is Yul Moldauer, who basically
well, you
had the exact
call
same.
on Pommel.
Oh,
I just want to say I
He
agree
fell
with
twice on Pommel, right?
Raphael and Sully's comments about having the 2023 criteria for picking the team was based off of real international scores. And I agree with that. And I also like want to note that most of those gymnasts wouldn't even have all of those scores if they hadn't paid for themselves to fly out to China to compete at the university games because USAG was so broke / cheap they wouldn't pay for that.
Yeah. And I
Also,
also like it.
Dessa, let's not bully anyone.
Well, who is she saying? What is Dessa saying? Let me drag that. Let me get over here and see what Dessa's saying so we can drag that hoe. What's up, Dessa? My sister Dessa. What is she saying? I want to see her. Um, but I also like think like if it was a requirement for the 2020, it was a requirement to get on the team to have like international scoring. I think a lot of the 2024 team would have sought out those international assignments, you know, or flown themselves.
as they
So
should have. You know what? And you know what, sir? I 1000% agree with that. And I 1000% agree that they should have tested a lot of these people out. Like Brody. Like I really fundamentally believe like some of these people Brody is in there. Don't I just don't see it for him. Like all like, Americans think that he's Sukahara 2.5 or Kazuma Kazumatsu 1.5 or whatever the hell they want to call him, or like a Dragulescu is gonna score, they're out of their fucking mind. I don't give a damn if Birdie stick that shit call. It's not for the score what a Dragulescu is for the score.
It's also not going to score as high as either of Koi's balls.
Period. And Koi could hop and still hell. Asher could damn Victoria Komavo his damn vault, and still it's gonna score way higher than the stuck damn Kazumatsu 2.5. Like it's just a stupid strategy. Like they just left so much opening on vault. Now again, it's what they had to work with. Like I mean, it's the team that they picked. Like it is what it is, but it's just.
Dessa say I'm too fruity for her. Thank you, Dessa, and that's such a compliment.
I definitely had the same thought, Dessa, that watching the arena for the first time, it's just giving tough, the blue and white.
I
And then
saw so
once you
too.
start
We
keep
said the
watching
same
and
thing.
you see the vault is green, you see the mats are pink, but like that just blue
Yeah,
and white is just like,
it looks like
how
the
could
same
you
designer.
ever think that was a good idea?
It looks like the
So
same designer. But no, like I think like if Steven had to have like international scoring,
Ooh.
if Brody had to have international scoring, they would have sought out these international scores, and I think we still would have ended up with the same
Oh, she's
team.
not doing it.
what are you talking about?
The other Chinese girl, she's not doing the free hip layout.
Oh, you mean the J, her eponymous skill?
Yeah, she just did a regular Tokachev there instead.
Yeah, she took it out in the training and in France, outside of Paris as well,
Oh no.
because she fell on it at Olympic trials. It's fine. It's already named for her.
Why would they let the world champion go up first? That's what I don't understand. China in these lineups.
If I had to guess, I don't think that this clip is in order. It looks very edited.
Oh, it is absolutely edited, but
I
that's
don't
all
think
we
that's
have.
no order. Did you see that Diane Dos Santos was moving around with the Brazilian team?
Oh, is she?
Oh,
That's awesome.
they should
Yeah,
let her be
she
the head
hosts. She
coach.
was the one who filmed most of those videos of really, especially on
Does she
vault.
have an Olympic? Does she have an Olympic medal?
Nope. But everyone in
No.
Brazil apparently thinks she does.
She has like a world. She's a world champion on floor and right though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she kept. I remember her for at floor. She just kept bouncing out of bounds everywhere on the floor final or something like that.
All the time.
I mean,
Yes,
but
I feel
this
like
is her house. This is who built it. I'm a big back woman. You gotta believe. You best believe, Dessa. I am big, the biggest black woman. Dessa, my sister. I've been read down by the best of them. So, you go. You know. There's not much you can
this
say
is
to me that's gonna
personal,
trigger me. The
but
biggest thing you can
still,
say to
for
trigger
the
me
girls
is
with
probably like
tough skin, even the girls with
a
tough skin who don't let their feelings get hurt in public,
I
at
know,
least,
but
they don't
you gotta
deserve to
go
be
for.
bullied.
You're right. She's not
Respect
being
for
bullied to me.
everyone.
You gotta come to like you gotta attack my integrity or my intelligence. That's when you're gonna trigger me. But attacking my looks, that or the way my vibe is not it. I'm so confident in all that. Um,
Let's find some more clips.
No, but it's like the cool. That's what I'm so happy about, like the Brazilian team, and I'm really gonna be happy if they get silver on the podium because like the house that they built for so long,
Yeah.
to get here, and they just deserve all the kudos and all the applause.
Do anybody know where I can find clips of the Italians? Maybe.
You know who the OG is? I saw the only Italian I saw was Alice on floor. Um, you know who actually was there before Diane though? I don't
Oh,
know who started competing first, but I think she won a world medal before Diane did. It was Danielle.
Oh, Daniela Hippolito.
Pippolito was the guy. Yeah, right.
Oh,
The
Danielle,
his sister. His
sister.
Oh, that's
sister.
his sister. Oh, damn! That family just basically created Brazilian gymnastics.
His sister competed until 2016. Like she competed all the way from I think her first Olympics was in damn
Sydney.
Atlanta. I think
Sydney.
her first Olympics was in Sydney and her last Olympics was in damn Rio.
She gave us that amazing comedic fall in Rio when she's doing her 2.5 punch layout. And she just like she's swinging her arms to try not to fall on her butt. And then she like after like 5 whole seconds of swinging, she falls on her butt.
Okay, I have a
was it,
clip.
was
I
it on
have a
the
good
floor?
clip
Was it
for
on what?
Yes, it was on
floor.
the
Yeah.
floor.
Sabrina, what's going on, sis?
She's playing with an injury.
What's up with these tumbling passes, though, girl?
How do you have bent knees in a layout where you're getting back stretch? You know.
Oh, God, a lot of the girls do that.
A lot of the girls do it.
Do we
Ooh.
need to
It's
go
like
down the list?
when you're overstretching in your back and you have all that, but your knees are still bent. It's like it seems like a lot. I guess.
I
The
don't
You
think
list
would.
of girls who bend their legs on layout skills is far longer than the list of girls who don't.
No, I know. I'm saying I've seen that, but like I've never seen like the full back stretch, full open position on the layout on the hips, but bent knees. I rarely see that. I see like
Angelina
high.
Melnikova.
wow. Not the
Damn.
great examples. Not the great examples.
I see pikeness in the hips and bent knees all the time, but I don't. Yeah.
Basically, everyone is doing that, I would say.
Hold on. Who's doing? What is this from?
What this?
Oh, that's from Worlds last year.
Can you press 6.6 bar routine?
I really can't find no more clips, you guys. Like,
Makayla,
If
can you
I-
play Suni's bar routine or 6.6?
sure, if you tell me where to find it, and I will play it. I'm looking for clips, but I don't see them.
Why is Dessa so mad at me today?
Poor lawyer posted her bar routine.
Let me look. I don't know what you did to Dessa.
I don't know what I did to Dessa today. Why is she so mad at me today? Dessa, whatever I did, I'm sorry. You are beautiful. You are valid. You are special. You are intelligent. I think you're an amazing woman. So I don't want no smoke. I love you. She gonna come back with some. She gonna come back with some off the wall shit.
They even taking down the damn videos. He's just posting us to Lindy on from the damn Olympics.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna come back with something slick. Dessa. I don't think it's possible for you not to be slick. She was like, "Thank you for your compliment, but you're still a big back." Are they kissing? Hold on. Oh no, they weren't kissing. As if Brody would be kissing a black man.
I
I bet you Brody. I bet you're low key DL. And I bet you low key DL for BBC. I hate Republicans. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I hate Trump people. They're weird.
For all we know, though, like the whole United States is Trump.
Oh my God, that was a beautiful your Chico double twist
From Reedy or who?
from Reby.
It was
Yeah,
amazing.
that was
See
beautiful.
what I saw.
Is she not trying for the landings? Was that because I like everything? That's the only one I saw. Is she not trying for him? Do you think so?
Yeah, I don't think so.
These Brazilians were like, "Fuck your rules." They filmed everything, yo. I love that.
Yeah, Oscar, I don't see a clip of Tony's Bird in my love. That's so nice. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, Lord. Oh, again, everybody, I'm at my personal Twitter account, and I follow a lot of transgender people on my personal Twitter account that I do not follow on Makayla Loves Gymnastics. So I'm being very careful about what I show because all of my transgender friends are porn stars, and I'm not
Get
trying
it,
to have I'm not
get it.
trying to have that
Do
all
you do you do you spend more time on which account do you spend more time on?
Oh, Makayla Loves Gymnastics. I really try very hard not to go on this account.
The other account. I'd be so scared. Like when likes were public, I would have to be careful about what I was liking too, because like it would show up in other people's show up in other people's feeds who were following me. And so sometimes, because like a lot of my friends, like I know a lot of OnlyFans people, and so I'd be like,
Me
oh,
too. I do.
it's a cool picture, but I can't like it because I don't want it to pop up on
I
someone else's.
do. Ooh, I do too.
I was like, damn. And so certain people I just have to unfollow because I was like, I can't have you popping up in other people's timelines because I follow you, you know, because they were vicious like that. They were like John Perry like this.
Remember, wasn't it Hanshin who literally posted porn, realizing what they had done? And
Who
they were
did
like,
that? It was like
I thought that was
KFC or
on that
something like
other
that,
account.
or Delta.
No, I think it was Hanshin Kova.
I can't hear you.
I think it was Hanshin Kova.
Oh, how did she
Yeah,
post porn?
She thought she was on her
I
other
don't.
account.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
And it was up for like hours before she realized.
yeah. Somebody. People kept like, "Pam, what are you doing?" I remember that. I remember.
Night Dessa. Good to see you here again. I miss your presence.
Yeah.
Sweet
Uh,
dreams.
Hi,
Nisha, I do
baby.
not have an OnlyFans account yet.
Yes.
But
You,
they be making those coins on the OnlyFans, though. I be
John,
sometimes.
John Ron here, one of them people who be wearing their masks over there.
I don't even because I wouldn't do it because I don't like that type of porn, and so I'm just like, if I'm gonna make porn, which I have videos obviously, but like I just want to be doing something that I enjoy, where I think I look good and like I think you look good, and like I want to watch later. But I wouldn't be wearing no mask because I don't like watching that. So why would I want to do something, be involved in something like that?
I love watching my transgender sisters beat the brakes off of the most hardest, thuggish black man possible and just beating him down. Like for whatever reason, that gets me where I need to go.
Damn. Okay, good for you. Good for you. I do.
Uh,
I'm not talking. I'm not here to talk about my porn fetish right now. We're not about to do that. We are not about to do that on this
I
God
know, right?
fearing
I know,
family
right?
channel.
And how do we even get here? How do we? I'm
Because
so
Nisha
sorry,
talking about we
everybody.
having OnlyFans. No, we were
I'm
talking
so
about
sorry,
you and your
everybody.
friends having OnlyFans.
I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm trying to find clips. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to find clips. Uh, what I'm gonna do is
Do you guys think if Suni does not if Suni takes out her mount, that she has a chance of making the finals?
I think she
Yeah.
can make, but to medal, she would need all of
She
it.
needs to.
You know who looked really good to me on beam in training, aside from the dismount? Like their quality of movement is just very beautiful, and it looks even more elevated somehow to me at the Olympics. Has she's a
I
great.
Oh,
did
you
look
think
really
Hesley?
nice.
Hesley was looking good.
Did
Hesley
look
is
nice.
John on Tinder. Hesley is fulfilling that
Oh
that
no.
Kyla Ross, that Bridget Sloan, that
She
role.
reminds me very
Lori
much of Lori
Hernandez.
Hernandez. Yeah. I know they're both Latino.
Lori Hernandez was more than like the anchor role, right? I mean, was more than like
Well,
that.
no. Lori, what's her?
No, she
Tiana
was the
reminds me.
starter.
Tiana reminds me a lot of the Lori.
But Lori was
I see it
mostly because
more
like
with
Lori,
Hesley.
but Lori had like
They
kind of
had
an
the same
individual.
coach.
Lori had individual kind of like medal potential as opposed to like Bridget Sloan, and like
Wow.
Kyla Ross, like they were just there to like set the tone, you know.
I think Bridgestone could have two per country Chelsea Mammal out of the bars final.
Oh
If she would
God.
have went up, if she would have went up,
I don't want to do this.
No, she went up when she went up, but she made a big
I
mistake
don't.
at the end of her routine.
uh,
I would argue that it was a fluke mistake, even though she was a very inconsistent performer at that time. I don't recall her ever making that mistake.
what mistake was it?
Like
I don't know. I
Hesley
don't
looked
remember.
so good. She was trying to do a toe on, and I think she missed her feet.
Sucks.
Like she looks better and better every time I see her this year. She looks much better than the junior competitions I saw her at in person. Like at first at nationals and even trials, I thought it was like almost a fluke how confident and calm she looked compared to those
Yeah, I
junior
mean that does
competitions.
say something. Like
And
it's not even the
now,
coaching.
for the first
Right.
time though, seeing her in podium training, I was like, maybe this is just like her getting better. Like she's peaking.
Yeah,
It didn't seem like a fluke anymore.
she is a girl that you can like, you know. She's just so calm, so like kind of like just zen vibes and like just nice. You feel like she's a polite person, and like even like I can stand you. I don't have a problem standing you.
But
What do you
she has the craziest eye contact or like stare, resting face,
What do you
focused
feel like
face,
Hesley?
whatever it
What do you
is.
feel like Hesley would Hesley have gotten an alternate spot if everyone was healthy?
No.
Probably not.
Yeah. The alternates would have been
mean,
Jordan and Jade.
The crazy thing is, like Hesley is probably because of Olympics, because of this Olympic experience, she's probably going to be world champion in next squad.
Yeah,
I
I
think
agree with that.
Why? You mean like team world champion? Sure.
No, I think she's going to be individual world champion. Like next year, when everyone is out, she might be individual world champion.
Hell, it depends how many
Okay,
people
she
are
might
out
be.
left.
That's different than what you said. You said it means she will
Okay.
be.
There you go, Oscar. It took me 3 years, but I finally got it.
Oh, it's the routine. Thank you. It's quite small. Are you able to make it any larger?
No, I'm not.
What I mean by that, like they might be, or Hesley might be.
Maybe.
Like, what is the precedent
no,
for
that
someone
was-
like Kyla Ross? You're saying
Kyla
the fish
Ross,
number,
Bridget
you have this
Sloan,
record?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, those precedents exist, but there are tons of ones where they didn't go on to do stuff and become world champions.
And I think the question I was asking it internally myself is like, where would Hesley be if she didn't have this Olympic experience next year? And I think because she had this Olympic, what's that?
No, I want to let you finish. Sorry.
And I think because she has this Olympics experience, like I think she's growing exponentially in confidence, and in, like her gymnastics has gotten better because of this. As opposed to like if she didn't have this experience, we might not see her on the world stage. Might not have seen her on the world stage next year. You know.
But she could retire right now and say that she's a junior world silver medalist on floor.
What routine were you trying to show us? The Sunni's routine?
Yeah.
Yeah, her 6-6 routine.
It's on. You haven't seen it?
No, we've seen it. I just wanted to watch it together.
Oh.
I want the beam finals.
Okay, yes. So
I definitely want Suni in the beam final. Do I want Simone or Hesley in the beam final?
Is that a real question?
Simone has never been super country out of a beam final.
Is that a real question?
It's a real question I made up after seeing podium training because I was so impressed with Hesley and appreciated her beam so much. I just appreciated what she was doing.
Would you think I were being ridiculous if I think that Jordan is probably going to outscore her?
On beam?
Yes.
That wouldn't make sense to me unless Hesley like breaks every connection and Jordan makes everything she's going for, which she doesn't do all the time.
When was the last? Has Simone not made a final ever?
Bars.
When was the last time she's not made a bar final?
She didn't make it in 2014 or 15. She made it in 2018 and 19, and then she was there last year as well, right? And she made it. She didn't make it at Rio.
Oh, she didn't make it at Rio? Oh yeah, obviously.
That's the last Olympics, I guess.
So like 8 years ago. Did she make it at 2020? Before she pulled out?
In Tokyo, she qualified to every final.
Yeah. That's crazy though. That statistic.
She has a lot of crazy statistics, right?
That's crazy.
She's made bars final since.
And I was like, it's like when people say rest Simone, like she's never had a resting her. Would be the anomaly. She's never had a meet where she hasn't done everything every time.
Right, I was thinking there's no precedent for her sitting out of being final, right?
That's crazy. Like she's done 12 routines every meet that she's been in. She's always done 12. No, not even more than 12.
She
16 routines.
In 2014.
That's 10 years ago. I can't even remember what I did 10 years ago.
When was the last time she sat out?
Oh yeah, because in 2014 they had Kyla Ross, Madison Cochin, and Ashton Locklear on that team.
Oh damn! Who made the finals? Kyla and Madison?
No, I think
Madison and Dench. Was that her
I
name?
think Ashton, because I think Madison fell. I think it was Ashton and Kyla.
Both Madison and Simone made mistakes in qualification. I think Simone made 2 mistakes because she did the Weiler full also, right?
I think so.
Did she get credit for the Weiler full?
No.
Oh, I would have said yes. You remember that?
I think I don't think it was like nowhere near a handstand. I don't think she was like even like caught the bar. Like.
Oh.
I thought she would because the rules, my understanding of the code is like you get credit for what you do and then you take deductions for being short.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah. Yeah. They judge what you. This is why you can change your vault. It doesn't matter what the vault number is. You can change it.
But what I think she did was a Wally kick half, arched her back, and then did another half turn and jumped off the bar.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know how so then I remember her making a mistake on a toe on the high bar also.
Yeah.
It would be like a Jordan Childs. The Nationals judges credited her for like a triple turn on beam, right?
Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. So she got a combination too. She got a single whoop turn and a triple turn.
That's definitely the lore.
Um, so let's talk about. I mean, I found all the clips I could find, you guys. So shit.
So I have a
I can't
question
find.
on that point.
What do you
On
think
that point,
about this?
I have a
Can you
question
see
on that
this?
point. Hold on, one second. Can I get a question on that point right there? Um, we were talking earlier that you can't do you can't do a skill that's not in the code, right?
Okay.
So how do you if the Weiler full wasn't in the code, how do you get credit for it?
She submitted it the next
No,
year.
before it was submitted. That's what we're questioning is like if
That's
she
why
would got.
I don't think she got credit for Waller kept full. I think it was just a half, and she just did a full, and then she always submitted it just in case she ever did a
After
full. In my
because we were yeah
What's
because you saying
what's he
we were talking earlier that you can't you can't get credit for a skill that's not in the code, right? If you don't submit it.
everybody is saying she got credit for a Waller kept half. So that's where I believe
Do you remember that conversation we were
Are you
having?
able
Just
to
I just
see this, Kayla?
Simone and Reby.
But then the other in the text,
No, what does the text say?
it says died 1988, born 2024.
I don't
Is it too small?
I don't understand the contents of what you're trying to show me.
Can you recognize who the ones next to them?
No,
Rebecca? It's
no.
Shushanova and Silavosh, like congratulating each other. And people are saying, welcome back, iconic Olympic all-around showdowns. So I'm wondering if you think this is the biggest all-around rivalry since 1988.
oh, that's an interesting question.
Oh, that was a long way of getting to that question,
You
Oscar.
literally could have said it. You
I
literally
was,
could have asked that question. You could have asked that question.
Well, I
I was
Instead of
wanted
like,
like,
everyone
what?
to see that.
decipher this riddle.
I didn't want to steal the idea. I wanted to give credit to this person's idea, and I also wanted everyone to
Exactly.
see this photo of Shushanova and Silavosh like giving each other a hug, kind of.
Yeah.
A 1987 Worlds, it looks like.
When is
I love-
we haven't had such a rivalry before.
I don't think it's a rivalry like that.
Yeah.
I think Simone is. I think people
Still
are just
top,
trying to
Yeah,
yeah.
make
I didn't
the
ask about a
rivalry.
rivalry. I asked about an all-around
Showdown.
final showdown.
Showdown.
And to me, the all-around final showdown is Reby versus Suni, who's coming in second place to Simone, who is ahead of both of them bitches.
Okay, so which was the last one?
What do you think was the last kind of like competitive all around?
Oh, Komova versus Gabby.
Maybe,
Even
yeah, that
though
might have been
everyone expected Ali or Jordan.
Jordan Weaver. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Jordan Weaver versus Aaliyah Mustafuna for the bronze, but Shauna Nastia was another good one. That was a very good
That was
one.
a good one. Yeah. Shawn and Nastia was probably like a good showdown.
Horkina versus Carly was a good one too.
Wasn't Carly like we didn't know what
good
he was
because they like literally were matched
didn't
up
expect
the year
Carly.
prior as well. No, everyone expected Carly.
I mean, Carly was silver medalist going into World, but like we hadn't had it.
I expected Horkina to beat Carly. I was kind of mad.
No, I wasn't saying. Sorry, I didn't mean everyone expected Carly to win. I meant everyone expected it would be Carly versus Burkina.
Oh yes.
I think '88 was really fierce.
Real talk,
Yeah.
Carly was like the first of like kind of like just to like she navigated a different landscape. Like no one had expectations for all around medals for the US until Carly.
Yes, she was the great
White hope is that yeah. But and then after that, it's just like expectation that American will be on that podium.
I can agree with that because before it was like all about the team and like individual events that you can do.
Yeah, yeah. Like we never thought we had a chance. Like, and when Shannon Miller did it, we were like, oh, okay, we can do it. And then when Carly was like, we never thought we can get gold, and then Carly was like, oh, we can get gold. And
Wait, Makayla,
I mean,
remind me what you think, which place you think everyone were hitting. Um, where would the three Americans have been in the '96 all-around final?
if everybody
oh,
was like,
Dawes,
if
it would have been Dawes. Dawes definitely would have won.
mm, I love Dominique,
She was
I
one
don't.
fall away from had she got the same score everywhere else on her floor, she would have won the competition.
Okay.
I'm
And but
not
also,
saying that you're wrong. I'm
yeah,
just saying. I'm just saying she still had the vault, and vault was still her weakest event. So I mean,
because she reason she was able to put up good ball scores because she realized there was no pressure on her.
yeah,
But,
she
but
still
Let
didn't have.
Makayla answer.
okay, hold on, Oscar. I got it. I'm
No,
sorry.
you hold on.
Okay.
Uh, I think so. I think if no falls right from nobody at this competition in
Where are the
'96.
three Americans? You don't even need to bring up anyone else's name.
Oh, I think Dominique is medaling
Which Dominique?
Dawes. I
Let
think
Makayla finish.
I
I
think
am.
Shannon is gonna be in the top 5, but I don't think she's gonna medal. And then Dominique Mucciano don't even make the all around. Carrie Struck never broke her ankle and makes the all around. I think she's in the top 10.
Thank you.
I think Moe Long with no falls from nobody there would have won. I think Lilia still would have came in second place, and I think Dominique Dawes would have came in third.
And she wouldn't have tied with someone. I feel like they really wanted 4 people on that podium.
No, I think she would have came in third easily. She was an American. They wouldn't have let nobody got on the podium with her. I
Why
think she
not?
would have. It depends on her vault, though. She could have beat Lilia. It just depends
Wait,
on her
why
vault.
not? Why don't they allow an American to tie in '96?
I mean, if it was Shannon, yeah, but everybody else, they would have like give Dominique her crown by herself.
The IOC, the FIG? Who cares
Yes,
about Dominique Dawes' best interest and giving her
nepotism,
flowers?
nepotism.
Dominique
NBC.
Dawes, who are her parents?
They would have been like,
What?
in America, we're not going to share no damn medals with them damn Russians. But who would have came in third with
Oh,
her?
so it's a Russian who's in fourth?
With no falls? Yeah, Horkina would have came. Horkina and Dawes would have been fighting it out for the bronze medal.
I feel like Amanar could have beat her.
Horkina or Dawes?
I was talking about Corkina.
I think Horkina had an error on beam. I remember her scoring like a 9-6 something on beam, and then like a 9-6 something on floor. I don't know what she did though, but she wasn't having the best.
Amanar won. She won optionals, I think.
Oh,
So
I'm sure she
she
did.
was capable of putting up a really big score.
I don't know why they kept giving Simona Amanar like 9-8s on that bar routine at this Olympic Games, but they did. They did. Now, Amanar, in my opinion, was clearly the best vaulters at the Atlanta Olympic Games. Like, even we love Moe Long, but she wasn't as good of a vaulter as Simona Amanar.
I think she had like better knee and ankle extension, stuff like that. But the dynamics were bigger with Amanar.
Yes,
Maybe less piking down too.
most definitely.
What do you think, John? Urza.
Urza. Uh, so, 'cause I'm fading off.
Did you
Let's talk
see
about
that?
the
What do you want to talk about?
let's talk about the scheduling and how everybody can watch what's going on. John Perry, were you there the whole time? Did you drop? Are you back?
I'm here. I'm doing something right now.
Okay. Okay. Oscar.
Makayla.
Oh, you just stopped. I thought you was a mid sentence and I accidentally cut you off. I'm so sorry.
So
Um,
we have qualifications in like less than 12 hours, which is
yes,
awesome. I'm so excited.
we have a
Did
men's
you guys hear
fall.
that it's Shylise's birthday?
Oh
Oh,
my
for real?
goodness.
Someone told me it was Shylise's birthday and Anna Barbosu's birthday.
Yeah, I know it was Anna Barbosa's, but I didn't know it was Charlize's birthday. Oh, happy
Let me
birthday,
look it up
Charlize.
just to make sure.
This whole Olympics is so tainted because of Shiley's. Like every time I see the girls
Shylise's
enjoying themselves,
birthday is the 26th. That's today. Happy birthday, Shylise.
Happy
happy
birthday,
birthday.
Charlize
Every time I see the
Theron.
girls enjoying themselves, I'm just like, oh, this should have been Shiley's. You know?
Yeah, she should have celebrated her birthday with
In
Potato
Paris, yeah.
in Paris.
Is there an Olympic potential Olympian who did not make the Olympics that is more heartbreaking than Shiley's? Or is equal?
Oh, it's a
Objectively or
couple.
subjectively?
It's a
Both.
couple.
Both.
For me, it's Ethora daughter. Like, I'm so sad for her.
I wasn't even
Oh well
thinking.
yeah.
I was thinking of the Japanese.
Hell, Georgia Godwin. That's another one.
That's also another one, yeah. That's
She
crazy.
fought to get the damn Australians to the Olympics so hard just to do it, and then Sky, Sky hurts
Connor
me
and
bad.
Sky. I was thinking of Sarah Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi Sarah. She tore
Yeah.
her ACL twice in a row, and she hasn't even gotten to compete senior. Um,
Mm.
Alicia or Asia D'Amato, same thing. Or was it
Ethora
her
does
third time?
always. Hey, Nisha,
No,
Ethora does
Nisha.
always.
Ithora was like fifth in the world at Worlds, or sixth in the
Yeah,
Worlds, fifth or sixth.
she was. She was. This was her time. Like, this was the best. And she was gonna pull one of these crazy Almanars like the damn GB team's doing. Like,
That's right. Oh, I was sad about Elsa Gertz also from Netherlands.
hmm
Hazuki Watanabe, world champion on beam.
damn everybody
Can
that
I?
I'm saying. Damn even. Damn even Charlize Jones. The name is Gabrielle Douglas, and that's the end of this conversation.
Okay, next topic.
Can I read you this? What Zoya Zegli said, the Hungarian gymnast who's going to the Olympics now.
Yeah.
Does she have time to get there?
I know, right? She's gonna be jet
Apparently,
lagged
she's.
for qualifications.
I don't think it's a big time zone difference. Can I read it? It's
It's
not
probably
too
like a
long.
3 hour. It's like a 3 hour flight.
Oh yeah, because they're in Europe. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. Like it's in Japan or something. I'm so sorry, Oscar. Read what you have to say, baby doll. I'm so sorry.
Okay, she says, it's very difficult for me to say anything. I am still in shock. Of course, I'm very happy because a dream has come true. I can be there at the Olympics, but my joy is not unclouded because because it is all because of an injury. Of course, it is comforting that several times I was very close to the quota to be there in Paris. Last night, when it became clear what had happened, several people asked if I was traveling now. To be honest, I didn't know what the rule was, as my task was to be in top shape until the departure of the team, i.e., until Monday. This morning, I received official information from the Hungarian Gymnastics Association that there is a possibility of an exchange and that I can compete in the Olympics. I will do my best to be in the best possible shape and mentally ready. Perhaps the mental part is the most difficult, as the situation often changed from day to day, from minute to minute, and it still is. I've been working out since Monday, but I haven't done any more routines. As soon as I got the news, I immediately went down to the gym. I'm doing the routines again, but in the sport, missing a few days counts for a lot. Today, I still have training and administration. I will also receive equipment, and tomorrow, I will go to Paris. Life and fate have given me this opportunity. I want to take advantage of it. Of course, it would have been better if I could prepare in calm conditions, especially mentally, but I will still try to present the best possible song in relation to the given situation.
Aw.
And such a well written. She's so well written. That's crazy. That's amazing.
Yeah, she was very respectful. She wasn't calling anyone
Yeah.
out, being petty at all.
No, she wasn't. That's people are so amazing. Like people, humans can surprise you so many times. You know, like it just like
Sometimes.
yeah, it's
Sometimes.
so, and that's so like when you think about like the capacity that a human can have. Like this girl has been fucked over. She had every right to be like, and she still is entering and engaging with grace. That is amazing.
We applaud you, Zoya.
I want a picture of her and Seji, whatever her name is, who took their fucking spot. I need a picture at the Olympics with them.
I don't blame any of the gymnasts. I blame
I
the
don't.
FIG and the
Yeah.
Hungarian
Ooh.
I
Gymnastics
don't blame the
Federation.
gymnast, but I do blame like you see how that response was as opposed to the response that the other girl gave was like I
Which
earned my
girl?
spot. The girl who went in the ball final.
Oh, I'm actually not familiar with what she wrote.
She basically said that FIG did not make a mistake and that I earned my spot and Zoya did not earn hers, and that's why she's not
But you
here.
know what, John? She has no power or control in this situation. So she
I'm
can
not
say
saying she
whatever she
did.
wants to say. She sounds
I'm not.
delusional, but
That's what I. That's all. That's all. I'm not saying. That's all. I didn't say she had the power. I didn't say it was her. She should be to blame. She got her spot, but she did. It's you can acknowledge that I got my spot by a mistake that someone made. You know that's totally. Or you cannot say anything about it, but don't be like,
That's
no, I
true.
earned this and the other girl didn't earn it. And that's basically what she said.
yeah.
Oh my God! While we're here, wait. Let me take this second off because I went to say something last time we were doing a space, but then my phone was at me. Let me put my microphone.
Oh
Get
yeah,
off
yeah.
of
I
your
remember. I remember
chest.
that.
Nina DeWild is the biggest bitch in gymnastics history. Nina DeWild is an evil cunt of a human being. I'm so sorry, John Perry, that you thought she was a beautiful
I
person
thought she
because she
was. I was
seemed
like,
so
oh, she's such
nice.
a nice person, a nice
But
woman. Like,
when the
in my head,
people was
Nina was just like the whole. Was in my head, Nina was presenting like Zoya was. In my head, that's how bad. That's how good of a human she was to me.
Nina literally told them people, them coaches were nice to me, so you're lying because if
I
they didn't
know.
do it
That's
to
that's what I
me,
think. That's what I
why
found
would they
out.
do it to you?
Did you hear the whole Renee conversation?
Yes, I heard it
Uh,
all. I'm just
uh,
like, Nina,
I did not know
Nina.
that. I just and this is before Tokyo, and I was just like,
This was
oh my,
before Tokyo.
that's
This was
crazy.
I
I
before
thought
got
Nina was
Worlds
like,
you
in
when you're not
2019.
there.
This
I
was
thought
before
Nina
Worlds in
was mother. I thought Nina
2019.
was giving mother vibes.
No, when the whole Larry Nassar stuff was happening over here and it was starting to spread around the world, Nina was like, "Don't bring that shit over here because that shit does not happen in my country."
That's crazy.
Nina DeWild is trash.
But
A
How
little.
do I just keep finding
don't
out
you feel
about these
like there would
things?
have been a don't you feel like there would have been can you clear this up for me? What the timeline is? Because
Yes.
how would Simone be? Oh yeah, it was the whole next quad in 2023 at Antwerp. Her and Nina did so much press together, and they were like, they were like smiling and kissing.
Because after 2021, when everybody ate her up, but after 2021,
And that's why she
after the
became so
Olympics,
nice. Yeah.
she changed her tune. It was like, oh,
Uh,
I didn't realize that. Yeah, wow, I didn't realize how much stuff was going on. I'm so sorry,
bitch.
but for 2 years,
I think
2 years,
that's crazy though.
she was over
How do,
there
how do
being.
y'all are supposed to be my big brothers and big sister in this community? How do y'all allow me to make such stupid statements and have stupid opinions that y'all don't know
Oh
about?
no, no! When you made that statement, everybody quickly,
But I should never have
quickly.
been allowed to make that statement. Why didn't y'all check? Why didn't y'all let me know when I came in with a handbook?
Don,
Y'all
we
should,
try our best, but it's a lot of work with you sometimes. A
y'all
lot
should
of
have
change.
y'all should have given me a handbook when I first came to the door. But like, this is who we like. This is who we do. I just really feel abused by my family. I should have known this.
No, but
And this was like right in the middle of her major successes in terms of results.
and then while doing all of that, then she started stealing all of Sunni's bar skills. So
That was cute.
um,
That was a cute time also for her. Because that was also when she went to the last European Games and she fell. And like Becky Downey beat her or Angelina Melnikova beat her on bars.
yeah. So for the women, okay, let's start off. Let's start off with the men. Let's get the men because the men literally starts in a couple of hours. Now, I don't
That
know the.
hours ago.
I know they literally start at hell 8 hours, 10 hours from now. Um, how do we see the USA men's chances for team finals? Where how do we see? Do we think they realistically have a chance for a bronze medal? Is fifth spot the correct spot for them? Um, should they be focusing more on getting people qualified to event finals than trying to win a team medal? Like, what would be the
Is
goal for the Americans men here?
which which of these outcomes do you think is more likely to happen? That the men will qualify to like they'll have 7 spots in the event finals, but not make the team final, or they'll qualify to the team final, but they have no event final spots.
Gosh, Oscar, those are two extremes. I would hope somewhere in the middle, but I think more realistic would be the Americans are in fifth as the team. Fred comes in like fourth in the all around.
That would be
Steven,
great. I'm gonna be surprised at that if he does that well. Like, okay.
no, nobody makes floor finals. Steven coming like fifth on pommel horse. Nobody makes rings. Asher comes in like fourth on vault. Somebody wins a bronze medal on pommel on parallel bars, and then Fred wins a silver medal on high bar. I think that would be a great Olympic Games for the Americans based on
Can
this
I
team
can I
that they picked.
And they were
can I
coming
ask a
in.
question?
Oh, I mean, Brody could come in third place in the all around. I'm so sorry, Brody. Yes, Brody could come in
No,
third
but
place in the all
what's their team placement? Fifth?
fifth.
Can I ask a
That would still
question?
be really good. I don't expect them to do that one. Yeah, ask your question.
What do you think? What would be like Steven's overall finish for you guys to say that he was the right choice?
He would have to win the Olympics.
He would
I
have to
was
win the
gonna say
gold.
you had to be on the podium.
Just a podium. Okay.
But
But
it's
even on the podium, you guys were
gonna
being like,
change it if he gets third place and everyone else fell.
oh, okay, so it's still like it wasn't Steven doing it was everyone else failing.
He would have to
Right.
win the Olympics because if he just medals, I still feel like Corey could have did the same thing. But I don't
Which
feel like Corey could have won, so he would have to win the Olympics.
Coy could not have won a pommel medal. One, he probably could have done something on vault, but even on his
Why
vault
couldn't
silver
he win
medal,
a medal?
because pommel is that field is deep this year. This Olympics, like literally making the
He
final.
could have won a pommel medal. He was scoring higher than Steven's flop routine.
Even and like I like just the landscape of pommel this year is that to make the final you're gonna have to score better than Reese, who was a world champion on final, scored in world champions last year's, just to make the final. Everyone has been
That is
everyone who what's that? Hello?
We're here. We're
Oh,
here.
Okay.
I said I disagree with that.
Okay. We have literally 8 scores, more than 8 scores, better than than Reese's world championship score left last year. Reese scored a 15-2, and we have seen more than 15-2s everywhere, all over the world since 2023.
Okay, all of this is built on the assumption everyone's doing their best, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. All my assumptions are everyone's doing their best. So in order to even make
That's not gonna happen, is what I'm saying.
you really can't. I don't know, when you put that in an algorithm. When you put that in an algorithm. When you put that in an algorithm, you can't put a predictions mistakes or something like that. In order to make the final, you can't go into a final with capping out at 14-8. You can't go into pommel with a 14-8 thinking you're going to make the final. No, you need a 15-15-2 in order to make the final for pommel. That's just realistic.
That's just like.
And you think, hold on, Brody, hold on. And you think Steven Logic has the capability of scoring that
I'm
high?
not talking about Steven. I'm not even talking about Steven. I'm not talking about Steven.
I am,
Yeah.
but I
Okay.
am talking about Steven.
Okay, but I'm talking about Coy. Like Coy's world champion silver medal is not going to
That's
get him in the
great.
final.
That's
It's not.
great.
Will not.
The
Corey
way
isn't
that
on this
you're
team.
wording it is problematic for me. You're saying that you think that you can't get into the final with a 14-8, and then you need a 15-2 to get into the final, based off of
Correct.
Based off of their best scores, which is just like not the whole picture.
Based off of podium, but based off of where the lineup for people who are coming into Pommel Horse is the deepest field for any event. Maybe uneven bars. The bench is really, really wide, and there's a lot of people who are putting up 14-8 plus scores throughout all of the. What?
Can I ask you a question, my friend? Would you
Go
be
ahead.
shocked if at the end of qualification today for the men's, the highest pommel horse score is a 14-7?
I would be very shocked. I would be very, very shocked.
Okay.
I would be very shocked because I know that Reese by himself can put up a 14-3 or something like that. I mean 15-3.
It's not about what they can put up. It's what's gonna happen. What is realistic.
Oscar?
How many times have you watched gymnastics at the Olympics where every single person does their best job?
But you're saying like I have to assume that if you're like I have to assume when I make a prediction about something or an opinion about something that people are not going to do their best job, so therefore the scores are going to be lowered. It's a very like pessimistic view of
that everyone is gonna do their best job. Is like
it's not everyone. It's only 8 people. You only need 8 people to make the final, right? And I'm pretty sure that you're gonna have 8 scores. I think you're gonna have 8 scores that are gonna be above there. There's more than 8 people who are trying to make this final, and there are gonna be 8 scores who are. I'm not talking about individual people who came in through the World Cup series and things like that. Like, their individual people are trying to make this final, and there are more than that. There are more than 8, and if they all, it's gonna be tough to make the final.
I agree. It will be tough.
And even still, and so what I mean by Coy Young's like he. One, his vault silver medal was because everyone fucked up. That's how he got his. He showed
Okay,
up.
that's so off the point. That's just like attacking him.
Never. I'm not attacking him, and I feel like you were attacking me for just literally expressing a point. I'm not trying to attack anybody. That's not my MO. I'm not that type of person. I'm just not that type of person. I'm literally just looking at numbers here. I'm not trying to attack anyone. Koi's
Right,
amazing.
there's more than just the numbers, I think. I think you are looking at the numbers very closely.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm looking at the numbers. So I'm saying Koi's an amazing person. I'm just saying,
The
what does
numbers
Steven
are
have
not
to?
always like indicative.
Let me
of
finish
what-
a point, please. Koi's an amazing person, and I think that Steven, in order, like, I want to feel like, what does Steven have to walk away with in order to? When you say that he can just not even be on a podium, he has to win. That's like, to be on the podium for this pommel is going to be better than what Koi would have to be had in 2023. That's all. That was my point. I'm good.
I want to say this without feeling like I'm attacking my friend John Perry because we feel like we're attacking him. It's not that we're attacking you. It's just, hell, USA Gymnastics should be happy that Koi Young have stands like this because I don't stand nobody else this damn hard, not even Fred. So that's something. That's something. I mean,
Maybe
but
the controversy is what needed to get people interested in gymnastics. Men's gymnastics.
Exactly. I mean, that's it. This is how we sit up here and argue about the women all day, and don't we all just love it? And don't we all just be like, okay, hell, that's what we have to do with the men too, eventually. But I just feel like I hear what you're saying. I just don't feel like it. I really don't feel like Pommel Horse is going to score that high. I hear what you're saying. I could be wrong. I hope I am wrong.
No, I could be wrong too. But I was just looking at the scores from everyone who's coming to play, and they're killing it. Pommel, they're killing on Pommel.
They are killing it because it's a lot. It's because you have Matt, you have Reese, you have Steven, you have all of these damn other people who I don't know from all these other countries.
Different,
like Israel,
I know. From like, we're like, what country are you from?
All of these other people, but all of the Chinese, all of the Japanese, a couple of Koreans. Like it's going to be a strong field.
Yeah,
but I still think I hope Steven wins. Like, okay, maybe it's not that he needs to win. I hope Steven wins.
I hope Reese wins, actually.
I hope Steven proves me wrong.
I want Reese to win because, like, I know, like, it's just, and I guess it's the same situation for Steven, but, like, when you go, like, 4 years for one event for 2 routines, and, like, that's just, like, kind of, like, your placement is, like, will signify, like, the hard work that you put in. It just feels so weird to, like, I feel bad, because, like, Reese fell in 2020, you know?
I want Max to win, actually. Max is probably my favorite non-American. Well, I really like the whole GBT. Max and
didn't they win a pommel? Did they win a pommel medal like in 2020? Right?
Max, I think he's the Olympic champion, right? From Rio.
No, I think it was someone else. It was a black guy who won like a pommel medal, right? He was like the pommel specialist from GB.
Oh, that was a while ago. That was what's his face?
Was that 2016 or was it but like there was like a black pommel specialist on GB who had braids, I think so, or something like that too. Guys, should I do a chicken sandwich or should I do a salad today?
Do a salad.
I don't know. Salad takes so much more work. Okay, I'll do a salad.
So we're moving on off of Pommel Horse because that was a very spicy conversation. For no reason.
Oscar, I love you. I'm sorry if I yelled at you. He's scared to speak now. I'm sorry, Oscar. I apologize. I'll be nice.
No, you're fine.
Um, the still rings. I don't expect the Americans to do shit. I would be surprised if Asher makes finals. Um, Vault Asher is the only one doing two vaults, so he's the only one who's capable of making finals. Um, I mean, if he do the best two vaults of his life, could he win? No. Could he come in third place? Possibly.
Is the
Possibly.
isn't the world champion from Great Britain and not in the not did not make the team, right?
No, Jake.
Oh yeah,
Jake is
Jake. Yeah,
here.
okay. Who was it that from the Great Britain that didn't make the team? Wasn't there a world individual medal who didn't make the team?
I think it was that black, and I hate to call him that black guy. His name is Courtney.
Yeah, he was a
Courtney,
rings guy. He was a rings guy, right?
I think
Yeah.
something. And then parallel bars is probably one of their better events. I think Asher and Fred could make finals. Maybe Brody. Maybe hell, maybe all of them. That's probably the event that they're all fighting to make finals for the hardest. And then I think for the men, it would be a great result if both Fred and Brody makes finals, and one of them ends up on the Lewis Smith. There we go. Thank you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um, but that would be a great result. Now let's move on to the women because that's who we all want to talk about.
Okay, so well, before we move on to the men, I mean, before we move on to the women, what do
Yeah.
you guys think would be a better for your preference? Would be a better like kind of like parameter for how to choose the men's teams? Like, what would your system look like?
For me, if they can't go solely it based on national scoring. I just don't trust the way the men score their guys at
So what
all.
what other what international would you say that would qualify?
Um, maybe Pan American games, maybe um, I don't know where the men send their guys to. I'm so sorry, guys, but whatever international competitions that they have,
So any international is good then.
yeah,
How many international scores would you feel like we need to consider
three, three.
for within a year, or like because that's all international. That's three international meets. That's
Within a year,
and within a year of 2023 or 2023 to 2024. Which year?
2023 to 2024.
Oh, okay. So you would
So
take three. You would take three international scores plus four from trials and championships, right?
yeah, yeah.
And would you say that if they did like the highest scoring team from that, would you think that would be basically so everyone submits seven scores?
I think that would be more fair, but I also don't always believe on picking teams based on scores or rankings. Yes, I'm a feels girl, so sometimes feelings matters, and sometimes you need to pick a team that is more cohesive than just what's on paper, in my opinion.
So then how do you like if that's policy, how would you like kind of like notate that or how would you write that out?
Hey, my name is Makayla Loves Gymnastics, and I'm the national team coordinator. And bitch, I'm gonna pick the team that I want to pick. And if you don't like it, go to a different country. Ho.
But do you think that's fair for a gymnast, an athlete who's like, how do I make a team? Like I want you to quantify like how do I make a team? What do you say to them?
My name is Marta Caroli, bitch, and I could do what I want. I don't know,
I mean,
but
that's kind of unfair though.
and that's how the girls felt for a very long time. But I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. I just it's I don't feel like there should be a formula of you do this so you're on the team. See, that's why Makayla Skinner's always mad with the world because she felt like I did this and they said if you do this, I should be on the team, but I did this and I didn't make a team, so now I'm mad.
I mean, she has right to be mad because like that's like if I'm an athlete and my goal is to do something and you don't tell me and you keep changing the goalposts, that's just kind of unfair, you know?
I
It's
I,
like
I feel you.
what do you want from me? What do you want me to do? Is like, oh, now I have to suck up to you? Because that's basically what they become like. I have to convince you, not through scores, but convince you through my personality that I'm a good athlete. Come on, that's not nice. I
And
wish
What
I
team?
wish what I wish would happen is the Olympic team would be like as big as a swimming team, where the U.S. can take two for each event, and then from those two for each event, they can build a four-person team.
oh,
And so you would so the team would be like the relay and then like everyone can have like event and then like the all you can be like you can qualify for the all around things like that. And no, I actually not the all around will also be in an event basically too, just like the IM is in swimming.
so what would Simone do? The team or the all around?
No, you can do the team too, just like you can do like the 200 IM, which is like all strokes, which you can also do the relay for like um Gymnastics says this too. Like there should be like a relay for like kind of like a team, an event medal for a team, which would be awesome. So like the best country on bars is China because they put up the best three athletes or something like that.
Jim Castor did not come up. That was the Makayla Loves Gymnastics original.
There you got it. Then this you did. My apologies.
Thank you.
Give me, I mean, credit the right person.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, they probably came up with it way before me, but I'm just saying, that I did
Look how
for
quick you
years.
acquiesce to that.
For years. Um,
But
you
that's
guys,
how it
how
is in
about?
swimming. So I don't understand like why it's not the same way for gymnastics, right?
Mhm.
And it's actually the way it's the way for swimming for track. For track, you take at least two people for each event, and then you can take another person for the relays or something like that. Like in swimming, I think you have like in swimming there's 28. I think in swimming there's like 28 spots, and only 14 or it's 20. There's 32 spots and 14 events. So you can take the top two and then like no, I don't know. I looked at this before. But basically, there's enough spots for the top two for each event. So if you were in Olympic trials and you were the top two on each event, you automatically got an Olympic berth to be on the team. And then from those people, then you create your team, and then you create who goes into the all around, who goes into like. But the IOC won't give gymnastics more people. So,
No, they're trying to take people away.
but that doesn't mean like the FIG can do that for like world championships or something like that.
I know artistic swimming is my favorite swimming event too. They used to call it something else, but
Or synchronized swimming.
they used to call it synchronized swimming.
I guess like they can add two guys. They can add two guys on the team now.
Whew. Okay, so finally, because yeah,
Oscar get mad at me and leave.
I'm still here.
Oscar's still there. He's smoking out his window.
Oscar said, "Fuck these Negroes." I heard him say that directly. He put that in a private
Oscar's,
chat.
Hear me?
yes, we can hear you.
Makayla,
He said,
how would
"Fuck
you
those."
feel if Steven scores a 15-4 on pommel horse and wins the bronze medal?
You think if he scores a 15-4, that's only good enough for the bronze medal?
Yeah, I'm saying if that happens, how would you feel about it? Would you still think it's not good enough?
I mean, if Steven walks away with the individual medal, I'm just carrying on. I would be happy for him. I feel like if he wins anything, he would. I mean, yeah, if he wins a bronze medal, he would. He would. If he helps the team win, if he doesn't even win an individual medal, but helps the team win an individual bronze, help the team wins the bronze medal by scoring like a 15-5 at team finals, then yeah, it would have been worth it.
What if he hits? What if he hits and scores his high potential both times, qualifications and team finals, and the U.S. doesn't win a medal, and someone else crumbles? Would you feel like Steve was worth it?
It depends on who fell. Was it Paul who fell and cost him the medal?
Well, Brody. Brody fell on high bar again.
Oh gosh. I'm going to make a video calling Brody the Great White Hope, and why do they always be relying on Brody when that's going to be my response. But anyways, I'm done talking about the damn men. Fuck the men. The women. The women. I want to
Why
hear
do
y'all.
men always bring up so much drama amongst us and the women don't?
Because I think we have way stronger opinions on the men. Because the women is almost cut and dry. It's like it's going to be Simone and Reeby on most things but bars. So, team, how do you think the team is going to play out? Who are the three countries that's winning the team medals for the women? And the men, you can answer for the men and the women. Who are the three countries you think winning the gold, silver, and bronze for the men and for the women?
I think it'll be between the Chinese and the Japanese for the men, and then the bronze will be either. I feel like I'm missing a team, a really obvious team, so someone please let me know. But I would say Ukraine, the US, and maybe GB.
Maybe the Turkey guys. The men from Turkey.
I would love that. I just haven't seen too much of them in podium training, and I don't know if they have their best team assembled here, or if everyone's healthy.
John?
For the women.
Oh, I'm sorry.
John, you want to say the men?
I think. I mean, realistically, I thought it was like I didn't know much more about the other teams other than because I thought U.S. was a lock for bronze. But from what I'm hearing is that like Ukraine is most likely that lock for bronze. So I think it's going to be between I think the Chinese and Japanese, and then Ukraine are going to be the podium for men's.
I'm going to go out there and put it out there. I think it's going to be Japanese, Japan, China, then Ukraine.
I just feel so bad for the guys though, because like it's like what else do they need to do? Like what does the U.S. program need to do?
Do you want Oleg Vernayev to win a medal at these games?
I would love it.
Me too. I do still. Yeah, I want him to win the individual medal. He has
What
the individual.
about-
He has individual.
I don't think he has an individual gold medal. I think.
Oh, okay.
No, he does. He's the parallel bars Olympic champion. But I was just asking about for these games because he hasn't competed it since 2016 at the Olympics.
What happened? Why was he banned last go round? Was he like doping?
For dope, it wasn't like doping is such a broad term. I feel like it can mean something specific that I don't
Like
mean.
Andrea's doping, like Andrea
He was taking a substance that's on the banned list.
Okay.
Yeah,
Banned substance list.
which is like can be like Adderall or something like that, you know, which is really weird. Like Andrea Radicon's like doping. You wouldn't consider which she wasn't her medal wasn't removed because of doping. Would you call it doping?
I mean, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
But Oleg Vernayev was taking a substance that's still banned.
Oh, at least Andreas is not banned anymore, right?
Yeah.
No, they took it off the banned list before Athens.
The issue with Andrea Radicon now is Simona Armonar don't want to give up the gold medal, so that's the issue now.
I
thought Simona. Yeah, I thought Simona was like basically
issue at all.
I think Simona doesn't even claim that she
Andrea would really accept it.
I thought all of Romania was like this is Andrea's goal.
No, that's a myth.
Okay, I didn't know Simone took the goal for or accepted the goal like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she accepted it for Romania.
Oh yeah, she considers herself the 2000 Olympic champion.
Oh, she does? I didn't realize that.
I don't know about that. I've never heard.
Oh, there
her
was an
talk.
interview. Oh, there was an interview.
I
have to
heard the
find it.
gymnastic interview with Andrea Radicon, but she doesn't say that in the interview. I just listened to it.
Oh, they did an interview together. I would love to hear that.
Not
Not
together.
with Simona, but Radicon
With
and
our-
gymnastic.
Yes.
I want to listen to that. Actually, that's kind of cool. But did they talk about this the whole thing?
Yes. Kind of.
Kinda. That's like the most. That's like the main thing everyone wanted to be talking about. Why is it there? Kinda.
No. Not
Well, they
really.
tried to be like sensitive about it and respectful.
Yeah. What if it was a sore issue for her and she was like, "I'll come and talk to y'all about gymnastics, just not about this issue."
Or like her new book. She's promoting a new book in the video. It's from a few years ago.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think anytime Andrea sits in front of you for a gymnastics interview, she's got to be ready to talk about this.
No,
If
she
that-
was ready, and they did talk about it.
I
But
was
who
like,
knows
if you're
the
not ready to
interview
talk,
would have happened if she didn't have a book to promote.
I was like, it was like, if you're not ready to talk about this, we probably shouldn't have an interview because like that's the only thing anyone wants to talk about here.
Wow. So for the
I-
women, how do we think team finals going to play out?
USA,
The
Brazil,
women,
yeah,
Yeah.
and Romania, Australia.
I mean, it's possible.
I think it's between. I think China could win bronze or silver, and I think that the other team that could win the third team is between Brazil, China, and Italy for me, with Brazil being the favorites for silver.
I agree. I think it's the United States who are clearly in front, and I think it's like 3 or 4 teams that could come in second or third. I think it's Brazil, China, Italy, and if GB can get these Almanars landed, you never know.
I have a
Yeah,
question,
if
I
guys.
would
Brett-
say after those teams, it would be GB and France for me.
I have a question. Before the 2020 Olympics, did everyone our podium training? Did everyone say that the United States was a lock?
Before which 2021?
Yeah. Was everyone saying like the United States?
Everyone except for Valentina Rodionenko.
yeah,
So why do we feel like that's not the same case? Even even if Simone was healthy, United States was still not a lock. So why do we say that's the case here?
Because I mean,
I think
I don't
if
think
Simone was
anyone thinks they're
healthy,
as much a. I don't think they're as much
I
a
think in
lock as they
20
were in Tokyo.
I think in 2021, if Simone was healthy and was able to do everything that she was capable of, they would have won easily.
But they didn't even qualify to number
You mean they
one.
qualified second?
Yeah, they qualified in second.
Well, Simone had
People
made a
were
bunch
having
of
mistakes.
uncharacteristic mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, people were having mistakes. I mean, Russia fell 3 times on beam at
True.
Oh, you said that,
Yeah.
Makayla, you said that in the video. I just rewatched it, and they only fell twice on beam.
Oh, okay. They fell twice on beam.
Listinova scored the highest beam score of the final.
Okay, but I still don't understand how the Americans lost when the Russians counted 2 falls on beam. Like,
What I don't understand is why did Simone get a 13.7 on her Yurchenko full? If a Yurchenko full starts from a 5.0, why is she getting
She's doing
a
a Yurchenko
7
1.5.
points? A Yurchenko 1.5 starts from a 5.0, right? So
Under
how
that
is she getting
point, oh gosh, I don't know. Yeah, I think it was a 5.0. Yes.
Doesn't that seem like a really low E score?
Well,
Even though she had the dynamics of a regular ball.
Yeah, but she kind of
But
fell.
the
Her
low
landing
landing.
was, yeah.
Just the landing, you think, was worth an 8.7?
Yeah, like it was low, like she was buckled down, like she almost fell. Like, yeah, it was a bad landing, and especially for
Would
Jessica.
yeah yeah? Would you think that vault and normally if a normal person a person did it normally and intentionally, would you think that would be a good a E score
I
for
would just be
Yurchenko
like,
one?
oh my goodness, that must be the highest Yurchenko 1.5 I've ever seen.
I'm pretty sure most of that deduction was the landing. I'm sure in the air she was fine. It's the landing that was really sucky.
Right, if Simone usually gets like a 9.6, 9.5 to go to an 8.7, seems like a lot.
It's like that's like a
But
fall, right? You
I
might as well.
understand it. Might as well.
It's interesting. Like I don't understand how Simone thought it was under the impression that she couldn't have done, or still until they that call me daddy, call her daddy interview, that she couldn't have done she couldn't have changed her vault at the beginning when she changed up her vault in flight, and she still was scored for that, even though it didn't say an arm, even though it was an arm and R. You understand that logic?
Well, what when Simone was younger, she was under the code where you had to put up a like if you had to tell the judges what vault you were doing, and if you didn't
Yeah,
do that vault, you would get a zero. But then they
but
changed it after
yeah,
Rio, and maybe she hasn't realized the change happened.
but even still, like she still didn't do an Almanar no matter what. So like,
Maybe like how Oscar is like, why was the score so long? Maybe that's why Simone is thinking her score was so long because she did the wrong vault, and maybe that's why she's thinking her vault score was so low.
uh,
When did Simone say that her vault score was so low?
No, I'm just because this is my only logic of why Simone would be questioned that she couldn't do a different vault because she didn't
yeah.
do the vault number.
Maybe she thought the vault that she did was going to get a zero too. So at that time, when she was preparing to do the vault, maybe she thought that if she did the Yurchenko 1.5, what she did, that was going to get a zero, but she was proven incorrect. And so maybe between her running and doing the vault, then getting the score, she was corrected. You know?
I don't understand what would suggest that she was like why do we even think she was thinking about it? That she
Because
would
she
get a
said in her
zero.
call,
Sorry.
She said her called me
she
daddy.
called her daddy. That's the reason That's the reason she stuck with the Almanar, trying to do the Almanar as opposed to trying to do the Yurchenko double pike. She said that after podium, after she did the warm up, she didn't feel like she can do the Almanar, but she felt like she had to do the Almanar because that's the score
Because
that was that. Yeah, that's
correct.
what was posted. Yeah. But Maya was like, I was like, I don't know how she had this when she didn't even do the Almanar and she clearly got a score. But it could be possible that she was like, oh, I'm going to try it. And even though she didn't do an Almanar and then realized she got a score, then like, oh, I could have done another vault too.
Okay.
Could Simone with the twisties and the twisties have only was it the twisties only affect the twists, right? Not the actual like flipping, right? That which is why she could do vertical, like she could do like vertical axis as opposed to horizontal axis, right? Or
That is my understanding of things.
so could Simone could have worked out the rest of her routines without a twist in during live
I
time in
think
team
that
finals?
I think not in team finals. I think that's what she was trying to do for event finals. She just couldn't figure out a way to do it for any event other than being.
Oh, okay.
Because on floor she would have to do a twist in time in the past.
Somewhere, yeah.
And on bars, I don't think she had a spare double layout just cranked out.
But I bet that like her Van Leeuwen probably gave her difficulty.
Probably. Maybe even her toe full.
Yeah. Does she do a turn? This is really weird. Does she do a turn? She does a full turn on beam though, right?
Her wolf turn,
She
but
does
it
a
seemed not to
triple
have
wolf
given her.
turn.
Did she do
But
it
that
But that's probably not the
Yeah,
twisted because you're still on the ground.
yeah, she
Yeah,
didn't
she
have an
did.
issue with it. The only thing she changed in her beam routine was doing a
What's her
double pike instead of
dismount? Yeah.
and I don't think on bars she because what if she would have just did a double pike on bars, what would that have been worth? Nothing. Like
Give us a double tuck, Simone, or a triple back.
and then clearly vault was an issue, floor was an issue, so we got what we got.
We got what we got.
We got what we
Do you
got.
think
Well,
Simone or Rebecca is more likely to perform Yurchenko half on double front off?
a half arm Pudanova?
Yeah,
Woo!
Half on,
Woo!
double off.
front double. Yeah, not
Isn't that
twisting,
the isn't that the boss?
No,
not twisting. A double front.
he's saying
Oh, okay. So,
like a
so
roach
like a
in the
Dragulescu.
no, not a Draculaescu, like a roach and a chong put together. So you're doing a round off onto the spring port, half
Yeah.
turn onto the horse, double front
Oh.
off.
Oh, so it is like it's a Pudanova, whatever. But instead of it's a Yurchenko it's a Yurchenko entry.
I don't know why more men don't do it. I think that would give more men the block to get the damn double front around.
They were saying this like back
But who could do
flexibility.
it? Simone or Rebecca? Who would get closer?
I think Rebecca
we
because
get
Rebecca has a better half on block, right?
Yeah, at this moment in time, I agree.
But who's a faster flipper? You know?
Oh, true. Have we seen either of them do double fronts?
No.
Yeah, that might be. That might be something
You know
that
who I
needs to
think-
happen.
I don't think either one of them could do it, but I think Jordan could do it with enough time because Jordan was very good at doing front skill before she stopped doing them.
I just
True.
found out. I found out a new skill today. I did not know this. I didn't know the guys code do this thing called like a Tenisu or something like that, which is basically a round off to a front.
Oh, like the way Coy does his front tumbling, he doesn't do a front handspring. He does that round off to a front flip thing.
Yeah, to a half, and they eliminated from the code. They banned it. I was like, that sucks.
It's an ugly ass. I mean, it's just.
I guess that's
weird.
how people get their momentum, right?
Yeah, because Koi does it. It's another gymnast from another country who does it.
There's a Japanese gymnast who I saw on a something like I think Divided State of Amina or something like that.
Yeah,
He posted it. But I was like, I've never noticed that. I never really paid attention to that kind of round off
it's very weird.
because it doesn't look like how normal
I
round
don't
off would
think
look.
the women aren't allowed to do it. I don't think.
I don't think so.
What's the like? Why do they ban it? Like, what's this? I don't understand. Like, do they consider it
think
dangerous?
No, I think it's because they can't. Because, are you doing backward? Is it considered a back tumbling pass or a front tumbling pass at that point? Because normally when you do a round off, you're doing a round off, and whatever skill you're doing after a round off would be
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So they can't tell. They can't tell if it's if they can't tell if it's a back or because they can't. They don't know what your entry
I don't
is.
understand why that's valid though, because it's not like the direction of your tumbling isn't necessarily like the takeoff. That back handspring or front handspring isn't an indicator really. It's the skill itself that you're counting.
But maybe
Yeah, but I can see what you're like. If you're starting to skill, like if you don't get all the way around from the front handspring round off, whatever, then you're like it's a skill taking off from the front or is it taking off from the back? And it's when I look at it in real time, it's really hard to tell the difference if the skill took off from the front or the skill took off from the back.
Okay.
It's like the difference between a Sukahara and a Kazamasku.
Yeah,
positive
exactly.
feedback.
Yeah,
So it's like, what are you doing?
yeah.
And somebody said it's a pretty dangerous on your knees to do that technique. I don't know, but maybe.
Mm.
But you
Because
guys,
it takes. Okay, go ahead.
okay, no, finish saying.
Are you working tonight, Makayla?
No, I'm off tonight, but I'm trying to end the show so we can go to sleep, so we can wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning for the team finals. I mean, for team qualification. So I want
What's
everybody
your,
to
what's
be
your
able.
work schedule this week? What are you working for any of
I'm
the?
ac- I'm actually off today and tomorrow, so I'm here for qualifications now. After that,
How
I'm
are we
fully at
gonna
work.
watch qualifications? Are we gonna watch it together in any capacity?
I don't mind.
I I don't mind. It's just
We don't have
I
to
don't want.
stream it, Makayla. We don't have to stream it.
Oh, okay. We could just watch it together. Oh, we could do
Yeah.
a space. We could do a Twitter space and just watch it together and just talk about
We
it.
can do it a red stream. We can do it on here and don't have to stream it. We can just use the stream, use the platform, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. We can just watch it together. Oh, like a private chat. Oh, you know what? That's what we should do.
Yeah. I'm glad you got here. So we can stream it and watch it together, but we don't have to stream it to the world.
Yeah, like a private group thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So how will anyone get into watch?
You can give and share the link that we're in right now. We're all in this group right now on red
So
stream.
we'll have to individually give out the link to anyone we want to watch with us.
I suppose that's what that means, Oscar.
Or, because yeah,
Okay.
I'm not willing to share it to stream it on none of my accounts. The
So I
IOC
don't mind sharing. I don't. We can share it on my account. I don't care. I don't have anybody to do it. We can do it on my Twitch stream, but yeah.
Oh, I have a Twitch account that we could play it. You know what? I have a Twitch account that I don't mind if they take it down, so we could stream it on Twitch.
Well, all right. What time does podium? What time does podium training start? I mean, what time is qualification start?
Qualifications
7
start.
a.m.
Oh, it's not that bad.
No, it doesn't start at 7 for the men.
Yeah, 7 a.m. See you then.
It starts at 5 a.m.
Really?
Yes,
What does Peacock say?
it's at 5 a.m. We just went through this, Oscar. This is why I'm trying to get off so people can wake up on time. Hold on, let me find the thing again so we all can be on one accord. Hold on, everybody.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm about to eat. Have a good sleep.
All right, all right, John. Uh, excuse me, everybody. Excuse me. Hey. Share this one. Nisha is saying four central, so it would be 5 Eastern. But let's just put it on here for us all to look at together. Yeah, Port Larry got a lot of shit from a Happy Meal. All right, Melanie. All right, Melanie.
What did Melanie do?
She's inside of his Happy Meal that he got from them McDonald's in Paris.
Oh,
Port
she's
Larry.
like on the packaging?
I'm not sharing the screen. Nope, I'm not sharing the screen. My bad, everybody. I thought I was sharing the screen. Yes. Word, friends, word. Damn, Video, take it down. Leah and Emma. I wonder if you went to the Olympics, would you go to the opening ceremony? Would that be an event you would pay to go see? Oh my god, I cannot find it. Hold on, come on, Makayla. I know you shared it. Is it the USA Gymnastics? I didn't know Fred and Paul go to the same school. I don't know why I'm surprised.
Oh look, did you know that we have start lists also for the men?
Yeah, we talked about it.
We talked about the US lineups, not for the world.
Oh no, I don't know about the rest of the world.
The
So
men are
yeah,
the US team is starting on pommel horse, as they should. Karma.
so yes,
And
they
it
did
is
say.
it's 5 Eastern.
Yes, it is 5 Eastern, you guys. So, uh, I would do my best. I can't make out no promises, but I might get my damn accounts taken down. But I would do my best to share the gymnastics as much as I can. Um, my former co-host added, I'm pretty sure it's going to stream that shit somewhere, somehow. Um, Probably on his Discord server. Probably. So look for Addicts. What is it? Addicts Inc. Addicts at. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hate it. Addicts Inc. Addicts at night. I'm pretty sure he's going to stream it.
It
Follow.
looks like the US women will start on balance beam.
Yeah, that's the first event they did. Probably.
Oh, that's what determines it? Okay.
Yeah.
Or not determines it, but it correlates? I didn't even realize.
Um. So yeah, everybody get some sleep. Everybody hold on to your horses. Y'all think tonight conversations was heated? Well, trust me. Once the Olympics actually start happening, some of our favorites get beat or don't qualify to certain events. Conversations are going to get a lot more heated. So tune in. Everybody be cool. Brazilian gymnastics fans, don't let the Brazilian gymnastics fans get to you. And Americans, don't also start that damn Brazil versus Simone bullshit. Where both of them girls love each other. Stay hydrated because it's hot as fuck. I love you guys. Um, Follow my good friend Oscar on all his platforms at Gymnastics Saves Lives or Catfish Cream Shark.
Thank you.
And we will see you later on. Toodaloo.
Bye, Makayla. Good night.
Bye, Oscar. Good night.